The button.
Oh, okay.
He hasn't said press the
Joseph
button
Joseph
yet.
was very ready.
Are you ready? Are things
Yes.
happening? Okay.
Everything good. You just scared me by just straight into story.
Sure. You
Like and
all
subscribe.
Fuck off.
wake up. Hasta doesn't wake up because he was unable to get any sleep because he was annoyed by Amer for too long, too late into the night. And Fume seems to be sleeping off some form of hangover currently. Inside Fireball's ring.
I'm trying to think of the kind of song that an artificer would sing to somebody all night long.
Uh,
Hmm.
you all wake up. Uh,
I've got it. Amir's been playing pounding techno music in the security room all night,
yeah.
keeping him awake.
I mean, well, the first thing that came to my mind was just tech bomb. Tech bomb. Tech bomb.
Yes.
Yeah, tech bomb.
Okay. But Fireball is the first to learn of the news. When does everyone else come into the main room?
Court usually gets up early, so he'll be in.
Good morning, Colt. Let's sit here and talk for 20 minutes before we go.
Sure.
Yes, let's.
You two arrive slightly later. You both.
Don't tell them, Ben. Don't tell them. Don't tell. It's a secret between
Don't-
us and nobody
Don't tell
else.
us what.
What? Secrets?
Don't tell us
I like
what.
secrets. Let me in on a secret
Fireball, man.
that's only between you two.
It's not much of a
Secrets should always-
secret.
Yeah,
Secrets
yeah,
should always be shared among party members.
We've
You're right.
just
Me and Ben are in a relationship and we're going out together.
No.
Ben's just trying his best to just be like, I'm trying to tell you.
fuck
We've
it.
been having hot, passionate sex for the last 2 weeks.
Fuck it. I'm leaving. You guys can do this mission if you want. We'll be pulled up beside the ship.
It's hot because he's made of fire.
Oh, by the
Oh.
way, IU's destroyed a planet. Enjoy that. Goodbye.
What? Who?
Well, that's a bit of a fucking bomb to drop.
If you look at his monitor, it's currently on a news article. That is, they've finally got some reports back of IU has deployed a brand new super weapon that has covered a planet in goo.
Okay, let's go and kill all you right now.
This, of course, being foreshadowed. If you go to Discord and if you go to the basement voice channel and click open chat when you hover over it,
No one knows that there's such a thing as the chat for voice chat.
yeah, the chat for voice chat, you'll see a GIF that was posted 4 months ago. It's just been sitting there.
Menacingly.
At any point, you could have opened it and seen this, and and if you'd asked me about it, I would have answered your questions. But it's just vibing there currently.
Evidently, none of us stumbled upon it. And even
Yep.
if we did, we probably wouldn't think to go, the fuck's all this about then?
Well, none of us that are allowed to tell secrets.
Exactly.
Nah. Yeah.
Bad Andrew. But yeah,
That doesn't look great.
it's
Court's just like clenching his fists and gritting his teeth, and he's like, feels so powerless. He's out there destroying lives and we can't do anything.
So, okay, so I'm slightly behind. I know the gist of what's going on. But I still haven't pieced together why this robot person, or you, whoever they are, why are they doing this?
Meh. Just calls her.
Evil lady.
What's up, Buttercup?
What is your creation of really? If I could learn to speak,
What's
What is-
this?
your creation's end game. Why is
I
he
don't-
doing this?
I don't know. I just
thought all you
imbued.
needed was artifact.
I just imbued him with free will.
Can we go kill it now?
as far as I'm aware, he's just doing this because, like, I don't know.
Do you know where he is?
Because he wants to. Because
I
he
guess.
can.
Do you know where? Do you know
While I was
where?
with him for a while, he said he wanted to, like, make the universe peaceful.
Do you know where it is?
No.
I want to kill it.
Yes, he's confusing peace with quiet. He thinks there can't be any problems as long as there's nobody to cause problems. That's not the same thing.
I mean, he's technically not wrong, sort of, if that's the case. Anyways, that doesn't matter. That's not important.
Do any of you know how to find him?
I
wish
mean,
I could.
he clearly has a big thing that can kill planets. Are you sure that you're up to the task of going against that?
Yes. Let's go kill it.
Well, I don't know.
Those
Where-
machines that we fought in your universe. No, it was this universe, but we went to your universe Fireball to pick you up, as well as other Orin, you are, and then we came to this universe and fought them. They didn't seem to care much for your fire.
Wow, this is the first time that I don't understand what's going on at all. Sonia, bemused at the fact that she doesn't understand something.
Sorry.
If this person was good in my universe, which they were, they're likely to be evil in this one. So, I'm wondering if there's anything else that's flipped about them, other than just how they are.
Sonia puts up her hand and is like, "Oh, you just made me think of a question. So your universe is like the opposite alignment-y wise?"
Yeah, so angels are dicks, devils are good. Yeah.
And when I went, I noticed that anywhere that was nice and prosperous in this universe was corrupt and polluted, and well, in generally horrible. So it's alignment as well as culturally.
So here's a question that I don't know if it's been brought up. Have you tried looking for this universe's fireball?
I have not, no.
No. Maybe we should. We could team up.
Colt is now like internal monologue thinking what Fireball is like and what his powers are like, and then just thinks, oh my god, that would be amazing! You'd be such a hero!
It's like, yeah, it'd be real awkward if we found them and they're really nice.
Hey, I'm nice. I want to free people.
Not gonna mention anything about the ring with the person inside that calls you master. Not gonna mention it.
Hey, I
I know-
want to free that person.
I know, I'm kidding. That's not your fault.
Fireball. No. I'm kidding. But deck safe from Sonia, no.
Anyway,
Fenorin just sits down to relax and she has an explosion in the other room.
he's just like, just another day. As long as the ship is still intact.
Several bits of the ship have already been destroyed. What's a few more?
Several bits of the ship have already been pulled apart.
Anyway, where is this planet that was destroyed?
Does it say on the news broadcast?
It does. It's
Well,
nowhere. It's nowhere near where you guys currently are.
Is it somewhere that we've been though?
Yeah,
No.
would it be somewhere that we've at least heard of in passing? You know, what with like traveling in space and stuff.
You guys
like
would.
like a Star Wars thing where people might not have ever been to Naboo, but they've probably heard of it.
You've vaguely heard of it, but you've never been there or anything.
Space Barcelona.
Space Barcelona, shit.
Planet Timus was unfortunately obliterated. It was the second largest Lithonian colony. Seemingly out of nowhere, this incredibly large space station showed up, covered it in goop, and then just left as quickly as it came.
Although, interestingly, on the stock market, a lot of people have been excited by the notion because technically, if you can now clean up the planet of the goop, that's a whole new planet of free resources for whoever claims it.
Let's go claim a planet.
You did miss out the clean up aspect there.
Let's go claim a planet. I didn't say we'd be.
Bear in mind, if we touch that black stuff, we're going to get turned into one of the very things that stole all of our artifacts.
I suppose.
Yes, they are
Although
responsible for that.
I don't know if that would work with you, Fireball.
Yeah, I don't seem to have been affected by it.
I would be screwed.
What? You've died like what? Twice now because of them?
Yep.
But you've come back to life twice.
Yeah, and apparently if it happens a third time, Vecna's going to make me a cup of tea.
Oh.
Just as a consolation.
Oh, that's nice of Vecna. I've heard Vecna's really nice.
Not in this universe, Fireball. Maybe in yours.
I will interject with like, hey, so I do know people who might know how to get to RU.
Do you take us to them?
Speaking of, the first time you manifested this little hologram, you mentioned a virus.
Oh, that's not important.
A virus?
Sounds like it.
Well, like, what do you mean?
You said one that we could use on RU.
Oh yeah, it's over there. Just on the table behind her still sits a like USB thumb drive with the word virus written on it.
Oh, if this is a hologram, I swear, his court goes to nab it up.
Yeah, you can take it.
I legit. I thought she was either still had it or that was a hologram. I was like, this is a hologram. Nope. Ah, crap, that's real.
So,
At least since I'm the fastest, it probably makes a good idea for me to hold on to this, because where does this need to go on, mate? Into some kind of, I don't know, computer that RU uses? Or do I have to use it on him like a weapon?
You'd probably have to upload it to his ship, which is his main body.
So, I have an idea.
Was that the one that we saw last time when we chased him through his complex? Or did I can't remember if I saw that. If we saw that.
No.
Would he have uploaded himself to his newest main station thing?
Oh, RU exists in all of his constructs now. But you could only obliterate like small chunks of him if you did it like that.
I take it if I plug this into one of his ships, it trickles down? Question mark.
You'd probably destroy everything up to the command node, at which point it would sever itself from the network.
Where is the command node?
Smoke is now coming out of cold sears. That was a lot of long technical words.
Where is the command node?
Well, there's not a command node. He just has like, you know, in a given area, he probably has it set up so that, you know, one of the bigger, stronger versions of himself, or one of them that's more well tucked away, or maybe it's just a server, is a command node that effectively extends his range.
Hey, so I have an idea.
So there are lots of command nodes, but like that's a one-time thing. If you use that on one of them, you'll probably adapt next time.
I have an idea.
So best save that for the original article.
Right.
I
have that in mind.
I have an idea.
Mm-hmm.
If and when we defeat RU, What's to stop one of us putting in one of our an either an AI or a person's consciousness in the place of RU to not continue, but keep
Take over?
running.
So yes,
essentially
so you're
take
saying
over.
this, yes, to continue, yeah. Nothing. If you had the technical know-how, you'd be able to do that pretty easily.
And if they were loyal to you, you could essentially ask them to do anything.
Well, you'd rewrite all of them. Although maybe some of the command nodes might sense the change and try and sever the connection, but I don't know. But in theory, yes, you could take over the hive.
A certain someone pops up on screen. I reckon you could upload me into there. I'd like to chin him in software like.
Yeah, you could do that.
You know, upload a virus to the system. You know.
But destroying him is much safer. Mainly because it's a faster. Mainly because it's a faster command to run.
No, I mean destroy him, then put in a new person.
Ah, yes,
Like,
destroy.exe.
Well, once you run the code to overwork all of the hardware to blow up, it's gonna be pretty hard to do anything software-wise to any of the units.
Interesting. So it's a command code to self-destruct, essentially.
Yeah, I mean, you could certainly make one that just deletes RU, but it would. It's just it's a higher chance of not working.
Oh, I thought of a good explanation for you, Colt. Okay, and Sonia pulls out like one of the phones. Like, okay, you understand how these work, right?
Kind of.
They're like a big network, and everyone can call each other up and look stuff up because it's all connected. But if you have no Wi-Fi, you can't connect to anything. That's what RU would be. He would be just a phone that can't connect to anything.
And then we can smash him.
Yes.
Fist to palm. I like this idea.
Yeah. So, do you know of the nearest facility for RU?
The nearest RU facility? I know of one facility that I believe is connected to RU's past. That's nearby.
Will you take us there?
Will we all die?
Yes,
I
and
can
yes.
take you there, and results to be seen.
You're a hardy bunch.
Sonia, you're coming with us.
Well, yeah. I don't really understand where we're going, but
we're going to the enemy's base to try and destroy them.
I mean,
and you're coming with us.
I've been very clear thus far that my intention is to stop universe ending. So yes, I very much would like to stop one of the things trying to end the universe.
And what about you, robot creating Banshee of Death?
What a nasty thing to call Colt.
Yeah.
I'm talking about you.
Colt doesn't even remotely look like a banshee.
Shaking my head. looks at our mayor. So if we go to this place and I have to save this, we have to save this for the last one. Wouldn't it kind of be an uphill battle to go there now? As much as I want to deck RU in the face, I just can't help but think it's not a Good idea to
Well,
just walk into a firing squad.
something tells me that the facility we're going to, we won't encounter RU there or anything.
No, we don't have to encounter RU
I-
specifically. We
I
just
just
have to be able to
I just think
upload the virus.
I just think that place is connected to his past. We might learn something about him if we go there.
Hmm.
Do you know of anywhere that is directly linked to his central consciousness?
Yeah, all of the command nodes and every single RU drone. But again, it's like the command nodes bounce. Some of them are like higher tiers. I'm not 100% sure how the network
But-
works.
No, but there must be at least one stationary place where RU is.
No, that's the problem. No one's been able to pin down his actual base of operation. He seems to be everywhere and nowhere. He just pops up in random bits of the galaxy. Sometimes he gets quelled, sometimes he lands, causes some mayhem, and then is gone just as fast as he came.
Okay, you know roughly how RU works, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yep.
You would know basically what would be able to draw him out, yeah?
Um. A
You know
soft
what he
target?
likes. Sorry?
A soft target, but he's already hitting those. I don't think we have anything that he would want currently.
He's already killing planets and we don't have any artifacts. That's why we were trying to get that dragon aspect yesterday.
Here's a thought.
So why don't we go and get an artifact to make him interested and come a big enough artifact for him to come after us personally, or at least send an aspect of himself after us.
So near
So
you.
then we can confront it and then delete him.
Yes, but also, Sonia, yes.
One, that's not a bad idea. Not easily accomplished. One thing we could do is, I know we don't tend to do this a lot, but we could actually contact, like, you know, the police and the governments and things. If we can actually find, like, where he has been striking, depending on how he's done it, if he is, as you say, a completely sentient AI program, there might be some sort of, like, a pattern to, like, the order that he's going. So it may be possible to predict where he could be roughly going next.
Does he have any other minions other than the tentacle things?
He has a bunch of hippos.
Oh. Has Fireball seen any of those?
Yes.
Fireball, you've met them. That was Constantine.
Yes, definitely seen a lot of them, actually.
Right.
You've even seen how they are mind controlled.
Yeah.
We
Well-
freed a bunch of them.
Bunch of hippos, bunch of dogs. Sometimes he makes custom genetic cyborg things if he wants to take over specific creatures that are harder to assimilate. Like, for specifically giant creatures, I know he has designed this weird, like, bulbous thing.
So, wait, no, you, wait, you created him, right?
I imbued him with sentience.
Okay, so,
So you didn't build him.
No, he's a spaceship. I haven't built a single spaceship in my entire life.
no, but you created the AI that is.
I modified it one time.
Okay, so,
Like, what was he when you started? A speak
He
and
was-
spell translator?
He was a basic ship's AI. He was slightly more advanced than a calculator.
okay, so,
It's not
so
long, but
no, sorry.
could ye do that to me? at Armor.
God.
Sure. The software's not that hard to come by.
Yeah,
We could.
I think we've got a Windows Vista stored somewhere back there. Is that one any good?
Oh no,
I
that's
mean,
practically a virus.
my operating software is Windows 98, but we can try it. Like,
So
goddamn Windows 98.
so no. To a limited extent, we have you technically. Would he be in any way interested in you?
No, ever since we parted ways, I don't think he wants much to do with me.
Why not? People like that don't tend to let people just go freely.
I don't know, Fireball. He might have thought of her as being not useful anymore because he can't control her.
Well, I just ran away. I don't know what his specific feelings are on the matter, but
Yeah,
I
but-
imagine he just doesn't care because his plan is to just turn everything in the universe into those things. So
Okay,
sooner
so
or later, I think in his mind, sooner or later you'll get me.
I take it that this all transpired after I dropped you off when we first met.
Oh yeah.
so
So you saw what he had become when you were dropped off there, and then arguments? Question mark.
No. I orchestrated a very sneaky covert plan and then left in the middle of the night with a bunch of clones of myself. And also my husband's AI.
oh, you have your husband's AI. That's interesting.
Oh yeah.
What was his name?
I'll let him introduce himself once I can find a body for him.
Why don't we go and find one on the way to finding something that would attract you, so that we can, deliver the virus successfully. Just that's the overarching plan. But specifically at the moment, let's go and try and
Okay.
find some sort of body for your
Huh.
Again,
That's so weird
husband.
for you to suddenly take such an interest in her husband.
Very odd.
Well, I mean, he might have some sort of information about what's going on.
Oh no, he's an
Yeah.
idiot.
also again,
I mean-
Fireball. I think we have to save this for the last one. That's right, isn't it? Looking at Armor. We have to save this to last.
The virus has to be in the original IU, but this AI, which is essentially a copy of my husband's consciousness, that can just be uploaded into anybody.
No.
Yeah.
I wasn't meaning to use this on your husband's AI. I meant to
Mhm.
use it on RU. We have to wait until we've narrowed him down to the last.
Oh yeah.
Um,
You have to use it
what
on
do you
his.
call it?
You have to
Again,
use it on
focus-
his main body. It looks like this, and she pulls up a hologram of a train.
Okay, I presume that's like at the
Owen-
central node thing.
Owen mentioned the train yesterday. Can't remember why.
Oh, because I told him we should go rob a train.
I'd rather not rob anybody. No.
Well, it contains some like targeting keys for the massive railgun that we could use to kill that dragon.
We don't.
Wait,
Who said anything about killing them?
I
no,
don't
wait,
know.
no,
Trying
wait,
to make peace with them.
that dragon contains an artifact that we could use to attract your creation.
This is true, but he also has a whole bunch of allies who are very strong, and it'd be nice to have them on our side for, like, killing RU.
Also, what guarantee do we have that he comes after that artifact when he could go after literally any of the other ones?
Do we have any
Well,
way of
yeah.
finding where others are?
That was my suggestion to Oren, is to just find some other ones, and as long as we have at least one, the bad guys can't completely win.
But
They can't finish their plan.
this is a powerful artifact. He likes power, I would have thought.
I think all of them are powerful.
All of them are powerful.
Pretty sure they're all really powerful.
The
Well, yeah,
aspects of reality. None of them are like,
We were
really terrible.
we were literally not allowed to cast spells. Even a simpleton like me wasn't allowed to cast spells on the ship because of
but
how powerful the artifacts were.
Wait,
yes, but like
we were not supposed to?
No,
Sonia from the bathroom was just like, "No, you weren't."
no, but what I'm talking about is he has a bunch of artifacts already. Then there are artifacts that are like there's sort of, if you get what I'm trying to say, there are sort of different levels of artifact. There are more powerful artifacts and there are weaker artifacts. If you get what I'm trying to say, like
Kind of.
there are artifacts that are more useful generally, and then there are artifacts that are more useful specifically. If you get what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, kind of.
This one seems quite powerful generally.
Yes, especially since Ben Owen was so scared of it. I
I
suppose it
don't,
does specifically counter him, I suppose.
I don't know about artifacts' power levels. They're all about the same when it comes to magicness and.
No, well, it's not about their
But
magicness. It's
when it
about their
comes to
specific
combat
effect.
potential, some are better than others. But
think that's
Which
what he
is what
meant.
I was getting at. I'm not versed in this combat system per se, but that's what I was trying to get at. That some are better than others in terms of like combat and things like that.
yeah. But then why would he go for that one? Surely he'd go for like some of the really cool ones.
Coolness isn't necessarily what he's looking for.
I'm
Yeah,
talking
we
about
should.
the ones that, like, for example, the law one that could just institute a rule that's like you must put tadpoles inside your brain.
Yes, we've had experience with that one.
Yes, like there's so many better artifacts you could target before that one, before like
Well,
dragon.
Also, brainwave,
well,
brainwave, which I get very rarely. Or you may not necessarily have the ones that we lost.
This is true.
Saying that both Fireball and Sunya, that one that infected Sunya belonged to someone who had just worked with him, but they were like that minion that we captured said that they weren't a what's the word I'm looking for, subservient
Mm-hmm.
direct subordinate.
or subordinate. Yes.
Okay,
So,
so
there might be another faction out there with ours, or the ones that we
do
have.
do any of you know of any particularly powerful artifacts that we could acquire?
Amaz
Our
like
dragon had.
Amaz like well, there's a few out there that are pretty strong. Most of them are held by like the government, but
The government. Okay, the government.
well,
Do you know of
various
any government
governments hold them.
facilities that we could raid for any of these specific artifacts?
No, I
Although,
don't.
that's not a bad idea. I mean, in principle, it is like going
I
against
mean,
a government, but
it's a bad idea, but
it,
it's something that we may need to do.
if we did that and made a big enough scene that
Oh, hi,
got on the
buddy.
news, then everyone else would be aware that we had the thing that they want.
Ben
Yeah.
Oren's coming back in and is like, right, so where are we headed?
Oh, hi, Ben. How are you doing?
Okay, current
How,
plans
how
are
was last night?
maybe we might be going
had a
to
good sleep
take the
in my
government
room.
on.
Oh, you're gonna fight the government.
No, we're going
Which-
to
Which
raid.
one?
We're going to raid a specific government base for a specific government artifact that would draw the attention of people that we are trying to fight and get rid of. So we're
Well,
doing a technically evil act to do a good act that is in the interests of the greater good.
Cool. So where is this place?
We haven't specifically decided which government we're going to raid yet. There are so many. Do you know any?
As long as it's a really
well-
corrupt one, I have no. As long as it's a really corrupt one, I have no objection with this. It's just like that time when me, Quick, and Keto got that power one.
Ben Oren turns to you and is like, I'd say the most corrupt government is like the Lithonian one, but even they're not super corrupt, and they've all sort of banded together into the galactic community. My guess is it's in some sort of shared facility.
Okay, do you know?
No.
Uh,
Yeah,
is,
not a
is there
clue.
is there a general galactic sort of government location?
Yeah, tons all over the galaxy.
Do they? Is there a specific library space that I get data storage / access points?
Are you referring to the internet?
I love the idea of just thinking at the mention of library, Sunya's eyes would have sparkled, and then, oh no, he's talking about computers.
No, like, is there a physical location where the government has that they store information that they don't necessarily want the general populace to know?
Yeah, they probably have tons of private servers all over the galaxy.
Okay.
It's a little.
Do you know the
haystack.
location? Can you find the location of one of those? Like, one where they may have information on specific artifacts that they might hold.
Um, like right now?
Yes.
Probably no.
How long would it take you?
I'd probably have to go raid some government black sites, so it would take me a while.
Would you? Where? Tell me where the new. Let me
I
help you with
don't
the
know. I'd have to go and break into their systems first to find a black site, go to it, raid it, break into their private servers, download this information, and if they don't have it, this entire plan would fail.
Okay, but they presumably at least have one artifact.
No! Why would you presume that?
Well, I mean, they're a powerful government. They usually have at least one artifact to help them out.
I mean, no. The government's again, the part of the galactic community's current arrangement is that they're all shared.
Okay, so
So,
is there a galactic
And-
community storage space?
tons all over the galaxy.
Okay, do you know where any of them are?
Not really.
We're
It's
going back
not
to this
exactly-
whole black site and
It's not
download
exactly
thing.
public
going-
information. You'd
Okay.
have
Going in
to break
circles
into
now,
private
Fireball.
servers and
Okay.
then get this information, and if that server doesn't hold that specific information, we wouldn't know anything and
Okay,
have to
are
just
you able to
keep
find
getting
out the
black
specific location? Are you able to find out the specific information?
No.
Or at least if you could, it'd be extremely difficult.
Okay,
It-
do
If
you
I could, I would have done it already, and we'd be on our way to the next government artifact.
Okay, do you know anyone that works for the galactic government at all? Is there a galactic government? I don't know. There
They-
was one back where I was.
No, there was a union, and there also was not one back where you were from.
Before, when we were talking to our mate about RU, and she said, "Oh, he looks like this because he's a ship," and she showed did she show the picture of a train ship that was him?
Shows this picture. Hang on, I can pull it up.
Ooh.
Bam! This is the picture of RU, bask in its glory.
So beautiful.
That is one Mario level looking ass train.
Okay, so multiple heists
Aren't
and
we- Aren't we hovering next to a train right now?
Yes, we should be.
We are currently keeping pace with the train.
Can
Let's go raid the
can,
train.
Can we see it?
It
Cool-
doesn't
cool.
look.
It doesn't
I'll
look like
say
that.
this: it doesn't look anything like that train
Yeah,
because
what's the
this
train
train
then?
is specifically linked to the station that contains the effectively super powerful railgun.
Okay,
All right.
so
Paul
Ben,
was just thinking if it has a really super powerful railgun, it might have something to do with him. If it looks absolutely nothing like his design, then meh.
No, this is clearly something that belongs to the Lithonian government.
Ben, can you get me over to that train?
So you guys want to rob the train? Is
I
this what we're
want to rob
doing?
I'd
that
rather
train.
not.
Okay, then what else do you want to do?
I
Then
want to
pipes
rob
up with
that
the
train.
whole. We
Let
could
me go over to that train.
go investigate the other station that's linked to
No,
our use past.
no,
That might have something useful there. Might even have something RU left there.
can we rob the train and then go and do that?
Why would we rob the train then?
Because it's a useful weapon.
Yeah, but
The
it
gun would
changed.
be the gun
They
would be
ch-
useful on that red dragon, but I'd rather approach those guys with diplomacy.
They'd also change the codes pretty quickly. Like if we did it, we'd have to do it, then immediately go fight the people, because otherwise they would change the codes like in a day, maybe two.
Okay, let's do that then. Let's raid the train, get the thing, and go and fight those people. They were
I've
kind
tried
of
them,
dicks
Fireball.
anyway.
Ugh.
I
One
feel
of them was.
I feel like you're really underestimating this train with a super deadly weapon on it.
Look, Jim.
Who's
If
that?
Everyone looks confused.
Who the fuck is Jim?
if if the spell Fireball can't solve it, then it's not worth doing. And I'm fairly sure I can solve this.
Not to mention the fact that if we do that, it's almost definitely going to paint a target on our backs to literally anybody with any amount of power in the entire galaxy.
Isn't that kind of the point?
No, the point is
No.
to paint a target on our backs after we have an artifact.
And the target on our backs is for RU, not everybody else.
Yeah, but then we have a weapon that's good enough to get rid of those.
And I don't want to kill any innocents if I can help it.
Who
All right.
says they're innocent?
Let's
Who
take
says
a
they're not?
No, Ben Oren's like, right. We'll settle this the pirate way. Let's take a vote to decide which one we're going for.
Yarr.
He hears the pirate way and he's like, I vote for the RU facility. Arr.
Sonia?
I don't know. I want to hear the options first.
It's RU facility or
Right.
like place. Oh, it's like place that's connected to RU's past, or we can go rob this train with some devices that aim a railgun on it.
Fireball will say
If you
this
don't
is
use them quickly, they'll effectively expire.
Fireball will say this is the quickest way that we currently have to get an artifact.
No, it's
That may
not.
attract RU.
Not necessarily. Also, Fireball. If the spell Fireball can solve all problems, what do you need a railgun for?
Amplified Fireball.
To launch himself.
That would definitely kill him, but sure.
If I can shoot a fireball through a railgun, it makes the fireball more destructive.
It does not, but you can think that.
I don't think that's how that works.
I'm telling this lie in order to try and convince people.
Ah. Anyone who has an intelligence score above 10 knows this is incorrect.
Even cause. That's bad.
Okay, Amir, how dangerous would you say this place you want us to look into is?
No clue. Could be filled with horrifically deadly things, or it's just, an abandoned space station. Could have nothing inside.
I mean, Sonia, you could turn me invisible, and then I could sleuth the place out really fast.
Yeah, I'm trying to think, like, if it is related to him, I know this is a little bit evil, but
What?
we.
You evil? Who would dare think that?
She just looks over confused at you. Anywho,
Court's just raising an eyebrow, like, what are you getting at?
so if it's stuff related to him, maybe we could use it in some way to bait out the government. So they might make it easier for us to get at them. So, like, if they think he's attacking somewhere, then there's a chance that they might bring a force that we can at least use to infiltrate.
Yeah. If there's any kind of weapons or ways of attacking other planets there, we could fire like a warning shot that doesn't hurt anybody, but then they go, "Hey, where did that come from?"
Yeah,
That sort of idea.
yeah, and then while they're distracted attacking RU, so they think, they'd be distracted, but we'd have, like, at least maybe it would lower their guard internally.
Or maybe they'd use whatever artifacts they have to try and glass floor the place. We'd have to get out of there pretty sharpish.
True. But if they did that, then that means that we'd have a link of sorts to the artifacts, or at least a general idea where they could be.
This is true.
So, big risk, big reward?
And like I said, you can always use me to just scope the place out first. Just please turn me invisible this time.
Will do.
But look, this is the quickest art. Like, we'd be raiding a government train anyway, so we could do part of what you said, Sonia. Anyway, along with being able to get an artifact.
No, the train does not have an artifact on.
No, I'm saying we'd be able to use what the train has to get an artifact.
How?
The dragon. But the train belongs to a government which is part of the galactic community. So it could be blamed on, are you raiding it for the ability to get another artifact?
If they have a powerful weapon on there, they'll have it surveillanced to hell. They'd definitely know who we are. We are a sentient fireball, a witch with a purple pointy hat, and a dude who's made of lightning.
Yeah, but we could leave evidence to suggest that we are actually working for the evil fucking robot.
Also, once again, you're really leaning into this killing the innocent dragon person.
Yeah, we
Who's
would
to
try-
say that they're innocent?
Me! I literally checked!
Also me, I was talking to them for ages. Those seem like swell guys.
I know,
yeah,
apart
I
from the
read
third
their
maniac, I'm sure he's
thoughts.
Through polite conversation with the dragon or digging around in their thoughts, it's revealed that he's pretty open about it. You know, before this, he was just a nice old janitor who was like, I may as well do this. I'll just throw my hat in the ring for fun. And he won the dragon aspect at the end of the tournament.
I'm getting on in years. If I die, I die.
Yeah.
Then
And
he
hey,
became a
my life
dragon.
insurance will pay out nice for my family.
Yeah.
And then he became a super powerful dragon.
So he's a lovely guy.
He's
could
very
probably
nice.
He could probably still claim on the life insurance because he's not there anymore, and then that would be his dragon horde.
Ah.
Okay, so
He's not smart. He's not dumb, is he?
So, let me put it to you this way: which is better, doing one evil to stop a greater evil, or doing a great evil to stop an equal evil?
It's better to do the most minor as possible.
Okay, so this is a minor evil to stop a greater evil.
No, it's not.
Well, the democratic process. Sonia, what was your vote? Are you voting to rob this train or go to the facility?
I trust him,
Sure.
Do you say that out loud?
Yes.
That's
Cole
a
cringes a
sketch.
bit.
A
You just see him just tense up a bit.
mayor wants to go to the facility. Therefore, it's 3 votes against Fireball. I assume you're voting to rob the train.
Yes, I'm voting to rob the train.
Very well.
Fireball, if I do something nice for you, will you drop the whole kill the dragon thing?
I mean, we voted to not kill the dragon, haven't we?
No, but you still seem pretty bitter about it. I could, I don't know, make it so that that kobold who beat you up the other day is like subservient to you.
I don't want him to be subservient to me.
Benzie has prick
fair
off. Yeah, slavery? No, that's a bad thing.
No, he was trying to appeal to Fireball's sensibilities, but Fireball's buying none of it. So it's like fine.
I recently learnt this when I read this book, and he holds up the book that was written by Bethany.
Yeah.
It's like it says right here that slavery is actually bad. Man,
didn't-
never thought about it that way before.
I didn't mean as a slave. I meant as in he'd like call you sir or something.
I mean, slaves call people sir all the time, and that's bad.
Yeah, but other people are doing something. I just call people it in passing sometimes.
Aye, Sir Galahad have
Oh, why did I bring him
arrived.
up? Shuts the door.
I have
Tikio
been
shuts the door.
summoned.
Tikio
How
shuts
do
the door as
you
he's at the door.
do?
God
Okay,
damn.
sorry. He shuts the door. The kobold like rips the door, it like bends it apart so that he can walk through the door. Aye, Sir Galahad have arrived.
Oh,
I,
why
Sir
did why
Galahad,
did
think
I make-
you need to fix your ship. There's something wrong with many of your doors.
Yes, many of them have experienced critical flaws.
Can we
About
sacrifice him to get?
half of the doors on the ship have been currently destroyed.
Can we sacrifice him to get an artifact?
Nay, good sir.
Who said anything about being good?
You earlier, actually.
To the kobold, we were having a ship meeting. If you don't mind,
I am a member of the ship's crew.
No, you're
We-
not. You're
we rescued you from a catastrophe. You're a passenger.
Thus I am here.
Please leave.
Will
Nay.
you lend us your sword in the event of a battle in the upcoming mission? Then
Maybe.
that's not satisfactory.
What
That's not a
what a
yes.
noble response.
It depends. What are your intentions on this mission? What's
Wait,
going on?
Wait,
Information gathering.
Save the universe in the long run?
Very
yeah.
well. I shall lend you my blade.
Oh well, we got something out of this. Turns out I'm mayor. What's your personal stake? What's your personal stake in wanting to go to this facility? What are you hoping to get out of it?
A couple things here and there. Some interesting stuff there.
Mm-hmm.
Be back in a minute.
How are you going to do that without materializing or without actually being there?
Well, I will go there, obviously.
Hmm. With us?
He's definitely on the ship.
I might go there with you guys. I'll probably leave the ship at a similar time to you guys at the very least. You know?
What are these interesting items you're after? We could keep an eye out for them.
Just some bits and bobs, you know. Bit of data, maybe. Potentially something that might still be intact. And hopefully another thing. Or one or two interesting bits and bobs.
I was gonna roll insight, but I'm like, Colt would just hear that and he would just think you're definitely holding something from us.
Yeah, you are totally allowed to think that she is not telling you the full truth of what she wants from this ship.
With
You
her
do
ums
think
and
at the very
ahs.
you do think at the very least she is being honest about RU has been there before.
There's better not be anything to build doomsday machines. or more RUs.
I would never build another RU. I didn't build RU in the first place.
You know what I meant. I suppose there's nothing any of us can do to stop you. Oh well.
Cool. While you guys have been talking, Ben Oren's been a bit pretty much as soon as he sat down, he's actually been flying the ship in that sort of direction.
In the direction of the facility.
Yeah.
He's just like, I know where this conversation's going.
Elsewhere on the train, boy, wasn't it really weird that that ship just like flew up and stayed next to us for like a whole day and then just left.
Oh no. Ben Oren's really good at being stealthy. This is his pride and joy pirate ship. He basically made their systems think he's a big asteroid.
I just like the idea that nothing happened, but was like, that was fucking weird.
Yeah.
There was some big thing right next to the train for like a day, and then it was just gone.
Yeah.
What was that?
Probably one of them murder comets.
It'll probably actually they probably think it's a meteor spider.
Ugh.
I was going to say one of them wizard meteors where a wizard has fused their soul with a comet.
I think that is the murder comet. I think that's
Could
what it's
be.
actually called.
Yeah, it could be the wizard comet. But yeah, after a couple of moments, you hear two distress signals almost at the exact same time going out.
God, there's a lot of those these days, isn't there?
One is coming from a prison barge, saying, it's sort of an automated distress call that goes out when like people aren't present to sort of maintain certain systems on the ship. And the other one is from a science vessel.
Are we able to discern it? Is there anything specific? Like back when Cold fought the Beholders and one of the distress signals were freaking out about Beholders?
There's no specific written message. So you would guess both of these messages seem automated, and both are about similar, like, help, there are no personnel aboard the ship. So, give me a wisdom roll.
Straight wisdom.
Yeah.
Ah, shit.
So,
No, nothing jumps out at you.
Is that for everybody, not just
anyone
me?
can give me that wisdom roll if they want.
straight wisdom, opening up the sheet.
I shall do this.
Oh,
Wisdom.
I'm very wise.
Specifically wisdom or some wisdom.
No wisdom, just straight wisdom. This is a test of your raw lateral thinking.
Such wise boys.
And then there's Ben Oren, who gets advantage on this roll. He gets 25. Ben Oren's like, oh, so like whatever killed all the crew aboard these derelict ships did so quickly they could not type out a specific distress message.
Well, that's terrifying.
Do we have any idea how old these distress things are? Is there any way to check that? I'm not great with ship things.
Well, from my long-range scans, the ships appear to have been staying around there for the better part of the last... it's gotta be over a year, 2 years?
Sure, so everything bad would be dead, right? That's how bad things work.
No, not necessarily. I mean, look, the kobold's still here.
It depends on what did it, doesn't it?
True.
Yeah, You never know.
Suppose
Just be careful.
if it was a robot uprising, they don't need food and stuff.
Yeah. And, robots tend. If it was robots, they would probably taken the ships over and flown somewhere.
True.
Because it still looks like the ships have fuel and power. At least in some places.
The goo that they sprayed on that planet, what colour did they say that it was?
Black.
Black.
And filled with tadpoles.
Okay.
We don't see any of that leaking out of any like portholes or nothing, do we? Or would that require perception?
No, nothing is like leaking out of either of the ships. As far as you can tell from this range.
Can you scan anything that may be similar to the
Yeah.
goo?
Yeah, can we tell if there's anything alive on those ships?
Sure, binaural scan for the RU like goop.
Or just like mind flares in general?
Sure. You'll be like mind flare specific then.
Or like those, like the mind flare ones
Just
that are you
life signs.
He does
just
not.
life signs.
His scans don't pick up any mind flares and no life signs.
That's either really good or really bad.
Doesn't pick up any mind flare technology either. There's nothing mind flary about this place.
So you want to be
With-
invisible,
with
right?
my- with
Vis-
my we're still in space, aren't we? We're not at the facility yet.
You're getting pretty close now.
With my wisdom of 8, I guess I'd probably just go, just more lost souls out in space. It's like the ocean.
He's also like, doesn't seem to be any synthetic life either, from what I can tell.
Is there any elemental life?
No? That would have been covered in my previous life sign scan.
Oh, okay.
Or any of them emblazoned with any names or decals or anything like that that is relevant to any of the galactic governments
The science ship
or anything
is
like that.
the science ship has no discernible markings on it that would indicate what it does. It is just it looks like a pretty advanced science ship. And the prison barge does have a few markings. You would guess it's a Lithonian prison barge.
Can you detect for undead?
What a weird thing to ask.
I'm gonna say you get bad slap on the wrist for metagaming.
What?
How
I'm
dare you.
legitimately asking Ben.
You're getting a bad metagaming slap on the wrist, are you? Naughty. Naughty, naughty.
So I'm not the one getting in trouble here.
No, you are.
I think this is slightly less metagamey because I am kind of just curious, but to Oren, can your ship detect magic as well as life?
Sure, he can scan it for magic. He finds some traces of magic, but not a lot.
These two are looking like just husks.
But you're
It's-
you're
it-
seeing they're still in they look like they're still in like semi-working condition.
Yeah,
Hey,
Can you?
go on.
It might. Sorry.
You said for you to go on, Lawrence.
Oh.
Do you think?
There may be magic items aboard. If we can't detect them from here.
Or not understanding what the readings would say, you go, that's a point. Is that what you'd expect to see on those kinds of readings? Or does that kind of reading indicate that a spell was cast?
there's some magic residue in that ship, or both ships actually.
Residue.
So neither.
It It's very vague. It's just there is magic there.
Generally, when magic has been cast, there is an echo of sorts afterwards.
Okay.
Whatever it is, it's incredibly faint currently.
Oh, incredible. So there is no current magic source.
It's unlikely that anything like it must have been a very long time ago when this is cast, or the magic is like been heavily suppressed.
Okay, so it might be worth going to the ships, if only to get the raw data from the ship.
Yeah, I don't
In
see any reason we shouldn't at least have a bit of a nose.
Maybe
Sure.
least
if there's no magic and no people on there, then can we
I'll
move you
I'll
around?
I'll dock with the ship.
at least in regards to gaining information in regards to the attacks, anyway.
I'm gonna have to dock with the prison barge first, unfortunately, though, because the prison barge is currently docked with the science ship, so.
Sonia, do you want to use this opportunity to test out our invisible recon idea?
Yeah, sure.
Oh god, I'm thinking like you again. Testing, experimenting.
Very proud of you.
It's alright, I can go first if you want and just fireball everything.
Sonia has a hand pointed towards Colt and then points one also towards Fireball and upcasts invisibility.
Sure. So,
Colt, not understanding, he looks at his hands and goes, "Nothing changed."
Sonia, the Cobalt, Colt, and Fireball are going on this mission. And Amir might be there as well.
Wait,
With Colt and Fireball taking up like the front lines, so if there is any threats, we're the first ones to hear it.
so there's 4 people going.
Mhm.
Well, ignoring Amir.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay. Fireball, Colt, this Kobold, and Sonia. Can you all please roll me a D100?
Ooh, it's been a while since we've got to do that. Come on, that one. Ooh, it's so close.
Oof. Oh, and mine was bad as well.
You're off nice.
Oh,
The
what a shame.
Kobold.
Oh my
What
god.
is with these rolls? Okay, 2 of what are either incredibly good or incredibly bad, and 2 of what
Okay.
are meh.
Okay, that's very interesting.
Oh no.
Now I have to roll.
Or should I say, oh no, man.
This should tell you which which group of people are in the most trouble.
Me, Fireball, and Sonya.
Very interesting. Very interesting.
So does that mean that the thing that we're going up against is fire damage and gives me like all of the hit points?
You can believe that. If you so want to.
I'll believe that for as long as I want, which is always.
Okay.
We're gonna end up being the B team after this.
You walk down the corridor that connects the 2 ships. You hear the doors close behind you. You then hear a hissing noise as if like gas is being released into whatever chamber you're in, and then
What kind of gas?
you don't
Okay.
know.
Oh, okay.
And then the door in the other end opens.
Do I see any creatures in front of us?
No. Fireball.
Uh-huh.
You feel a bit weird. Probably nothing.
Huh.
Take it we're just theater of the minding our way through this.
You're theater of the minding your way through bits of this, yes.
Fair.
Huh. I feel
Cool.
weird. But let's continue.
the bits that will involve combat, if there are any, may have maps.
What? But
But who
there's
knows?
nothing here, so obviously we'll never need maps.
Exactly.
Do any of you feel weird?
Nope.
Uh,
Because I feel weird.
no more than normal.
Well,
Well,
you go Fireball.
I feel a bit more weird than normal. Is that normal?
We are in
Uh,
strange environments.
you then notice a little mouse pops out of Sir Galahad's bag and throws up on the ground.
Lovely.
Sonia turns. Is that normal?
Probably not. Galahad, what's up with your rat thing?
Pet
What rat
slash-
thing?
pet
I don't have a
slash
rat
dinner?
thing.
That thing that jumped out of your backpack and threw up.
It seems to have slithered back into his backpack. I have a mouse?
Yeah, check in your backpack.
Huh.
I have a backpack.
He takes his backpack off and starts rummaging through it. There doesn't seem to be a mouse in there.
There was something that jumped out, threw up, and then jumped back in.
It didn't jump out. It just like
Oh.
it poked its head out so it could vomit not inside the backpack.
At least
Okay.
it's polite, whatever it was.
Can we see where it vomited specifically?
Yeah, there's a small pile of vomit on the floor behind where Sir Galahad was standing.
Did any of it land on the backpack?
No. It was
Uh,
sufficiently far enough away.
Galahad, see that tiny little pile of vomit that's on the floor behind you?
Hmm.
That is from the entity that is currently residing within your backpack. Would you care to analyze your backpack a tad
Me-
more carefully?
He's already looked inside his backpack. He's like taken everything out and there's nothing there.
Okay, can I try and discern the what happened? What sort of thing could have produced such vomit?
Give me a nature check with disadvantage
Oh,
because
okay.
you haven't. Because it's very hard to recognize what kind of creature this is based on what kind of vomit it made.
And 19.
Damn, you rolled really well. You would guess it's something small, like a rodent. It's literally impossible to determine more than that from this vomit.
It's not a
Look.
fire mouse.
It's probably some form of rodent based on this vomit alone.
Look, you clearly haven't looked hard enough because we definitely saw a rodent type creature come out of your bag, vomit that specific substance.
It
Then
just seems to be regular vomit.
Then,
Although you do notice a small amount of blood in there.
then retreat back into your bag. I also note that there is a bit of blood, so it may be unwell. Are you into eating rodents of sorts?
I would never do such a thing. I am a knight.
But do you know people who are not knights that do eat rodents that you may or may not feed?
No. Who would I know who does that?
I don't know, that's why I'm asking.
And why would I have it with me now? On this spaceship?
I don't know.
You have very strange ideas.
It's part of why I'm asking. I saw a strange thing come out of your backpack, and I'm curious.
Well, I'm sure it's gone now. Puts backpack on, fills it back up with stuff.
You said you're feeling weird, Fireball. Are you like
Yeah.
seeing other things that might not be a thing?
Yeah, am I In what way am I feeling weird?
You just feel a little weird. It's hard to put your finger on what. Maybe like a very tiny bit nauseous.
Maybe a bit nauseous.
Maybe
I
it's
can't
just
quite
like
put.
the stale air.
Maybe. I can't quite put my finger on it though. Let's
Especially,
continue.
yeah, especially since you're a creature that kind of needs good air to keep burning.
So,
Anyway,
yeah.
Anyway, Project Invisible Scout underway, and as Fire was talking, I thought what Colt could do is approach whichever wall is to his left, and then move at his maximum speed, keeping the wall to his left, and logically, because walls always have to circumvent a structure, he will explore the vast majority of the ship relatively quickly,
Uh,
unless the doors don't open.
okay. The doors don't open on their own. You do kind of have to force them open, but that's easy enough.
Okay.
As you explore around, you notice there are a lot of dead bodies. Prisoners with, like, black goop seemingly having vomited out of their mouths and
Oh no
eyes
no no
and
no no
stuff.
no! As soon as he sees the black it guy, he's like, no.
Uh,
Keep
you
going.
know,
Sorry
pro
to interrupt.
a bunch of guard. You would come across a bunch of guards and stuff having like similar things having happened to them.
Mm.
Uh, Occasionally you find bodies that have been like incredibly mutilated. Uh, it looks like some of their organs might have been eaten, or generally their body like ripped apart.
Internal monologue. This is the worst massacre I've ever seen. Literally. The black ichor, does that look like it was like actual black ichor, or it's just really old arse blood?
Um, Give me an Arcana check.
Come on, Colt. Be brainy for once. Shit.
Big brain.
You can't tell.
His brain is just like frozen peas. God damn it, brain.
Uh, Gotta rub them two brain cells together a bit harder.
Yeah.
Uh, do you like
Oh,
take any back to people?
I don't have anything to do that with.
Just
You could
scoop it up with your hands.
I mean, I could try this. Do. Yay! Mage hand. Scoop some up with a mage hand.
Sure, you can scoop it up. Do you like bring it back to Sonia or something?
Yeah, but I'll keep them at a distance. I'm not gonna let it like get at anybody. He's gonna keep the mage hand at like, I don't know, 10 feet, 15 feet away from him and everybody else, and just say, "This is pouring out of a lot of people's bodies. I think it might be related to you know what."
Anyone who wants to can give me an Arcana check.
This is my time to fail.
35. Nice.
Sonia, with a 35, you immediately think, this stuff looks a lot like the black goo we've seen before, like I use one, but it looks a little different. There's something different about it, but it does look very similar.
I think this is another example of RU's doing, because like dispels the mage hand and just lets it plop down. This entire place is just crawling with bodies that have been eviscerated, with that pouring out of them. If there's anything worth getting on this ship, I think it's already been looted. At least that's my thought anyway. How much of the ship did I explore before I was like, oh god, this is rank?
You went into like the main prisoner courtyard area, and that's when you're like, yeah, no, the smell here is not good. Now, there's still the science ship to explore.
Joseph, would 15 be enough to be able to have a good thought?
Sure.
Sunya has the thought that if this is like from what was detected like over a year ago, and this is different, maybe this is, if it isn't where maybe it came from, maybe this is like an early project. So this might be different. So, but it might have information that might actually be useful. If like the current whatever it is infection thing that RU has, if it's the same sort of build, maybe there might be information here that could help us against it.
So you're saying that out loud to her?
Yes.
Okay, does anybody have any vials or anything? Maybe our mayor could make a cure for this. She has a cure for her own blend of it.
Actually, that's a good point. If I like speak out loud, to Amir, does she respond in any way?
Or if we just mention her. If we just mention her, does she do our usual thing of, I'll say?
No.
Shit.
Sunya will head back towards the ship to see if she can get a response from Amir there.
You get no response.
Well, I was going to ask how long ago you started doing this stuff, because that would definitely, like, if it was less than a year ago, that means that this is definitely before that. But of course, she vanishes when we need her most.
Yeah.
Benarin did say that this ship looks these ships looks quite old, and did give you a specific time frame.
Yeah.
From when they last moved.
But yeah, that's what I'm working on. It's like he said that it's maybe about a year or more. If RU's like, if he started doing stuff in less time than a year, that means that this is older. But
True.
Cannot check that because Amir is not here to give us information.
Yeah.
Colt's now just thinking, I do have my shovel and iron pot. Looks at the black eagle, looks at his shovel. Shovel. Squish, squish, squish.
Fireball.
The iron pot.
Fireball.
I'm literally going to try and do that because I don't have a vial. I'm going to have to put it in the iron pot, and she'll have to do with that.
I'm aware, but Fireball, you're feeling a bit worse now. You kind of feel like you have a cold.
Quick
Does
question.
he visibly look bad?
Quick question for Lawrence about Fireball. Have you stayed with the group mostly, or have you went off?
Lawrence?
Oh wait, you did say be back in a minute. A few minutes ago.
Yeah, I see it now.
Hmm.
Yeah, that's the first. Well, when he comes back.
Yeah, because
shovel.
Colt technically not far, but did go off on his own. So I'm wondering if Fireball might have also like picked a direction and checked that way.
So I've shoveled some of the black acre stuff into an iron pot, and I'm going to leave that next to the doors that lead back towards our ship.
Sure.
I'm not going to take it there. Yeah, he's just going to leave it there.
We can cover that in cling film later.
Sure.
And were there, in what travel they did have, were there any like map layouts of the floor plan of the ship at all? There must have been something like bridge this way, or loading dock this way, or something like that.
There's one that it's pretty easy. Like where you come in from is like on essentially the opposite side of the ship to where you need to be. It's relatively easy to navigate over there to get to the other docking port.
Again, still being invisible, I'm gonna look for any like cargo bays or anything like that. Would that be an investigation role, or would it be something else?
Are you looking in the prison ship?
I mean, we haven't left yet, have we? None of us have.
Sure.
Yeah,
in that case,
we'll not head towards the other ship until Lawrence gets back at least.
Give me an investigation check.
See what I find. I'm still invisible, so.
Here, I'm returning.
10.
10. You find some like couple of. Actually, I'll say you do find something interesting. You find like a prisoner manifesto, and there are a couple of names on there that you would recognize. Uh, but
From
also because
prisoners.
of the pictures. Lawrence is back.
Sorry.
Lauren, before, you feel a little bit worse now. It's kind of like you have a cold. Uh, Visibly nothing has changed about him, but yeah, you feel like you have a little bit of a cold coming on.
Also,
Yeah.
Lawrence, did you go investigate by yourself or stick with Colt slash Sonia?
I'd have stayed with Colt slash Sonia.
Okay, just making sure.
Uh,
If you
um,
if you'd stayed with Sonya, you would have stayed with Sonya because Colt is invisible and fucked off at top speed and has covered about half the ship.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I suppose like Sonia can detect where her magic's been placed, so Sonia can at least follow Fireball.
so yeah,
uh,
you find a prisoner manifesto that
I'll say to Sonia, I don't feel great. It feels like the opposite of what I usually am.
Hmm.
Like I've got like my what you would call a nostril zone seems to be dropping very slight bits of like
yeah, you notice that like it kind of looks a bit like magma
yeah
dropping out of fire like Fireball's
nose.
nose in quotation marks.
Yeah.
But yeah, Colt, you find a manifesto and a couple of people on it look interesting to you. There are a few prisoners who were arrested for attempted robbery of a high yield weapons store. One of which is RU, Constantine, someone called Just Insider.
So
Yeah, those were the three.
Sorry if I didn't reply to that. I am writing this down, but I, considering that who it was, although he doesn't know who Justin Sider is, he knows who Constantine is. Are you Constantine
I
and
do I do apologize for my previous character name.
it's fine.
Yeah.
I thought it was quite clever.
Also, I really like that you're a newer player because it's really fun that you have no idea about this.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he sees Constantine and he's like, okay, I know who that is. I know who RU is. Who the fuck? Oh no, wait, a mayor yesterday said that she's called a mayor Cider.
Mm-hmm.
Eh? So he's reading it and going, he's reading it and he's put two and two together. He's like, eh. Snaps the manifesto shut, keeps it.
Cool.
What were they doing? They robbed a high yield weapons plant.
Weapons shop. It
Robbed.
it seems like they went in and the owner's self-defense systems managed to pretty easily incapacitate them.
Weapons shop. Self defense systems caught them.
Yep.
Court's getting smarter, so I'm writing notes. Right. Cool. That's all I find.
Yes. Also, Lawrence has just left the call and rejoined. But yeah,
Could I?
So-
I don't. It would be up to DM which one is correct. Could I do medicine or arcana on Fireball to see if I can?
give me a medicine check.
Damn it! I knew it would be medicine. Okay,
I mean,
that's
you're
okay.
smart.
Smart but
he
not
has-
wise.
He has flu-like symptoms.
Wait,
Could be nothing, but like you're not sure.
Ooh,
in a
You-
fire elemental, does flu cool the fire elemental down, or does it heat it up in any way?
That's a good point, because
you-
flus usually make you run a fever.
You feel colder than normal, Fireball.
Yeah, I feel a bit cooler than usual.
Do Joseph, do I get any sort of similarity of any kind between the symptoms I had when I was infected?
Oh god.
Give me. Give me history.
Thank God for that. I thought you were going to say medicine again.
Give me history.
Oh my God.
Oh no, it escapes you. It was such a blinding pain you just couldn't focus on the details.
Actually, wait a minute. I just realised I'm not using my things. I'm going to be smart. Use my magical balance to make that roll a 10. Therefore,
So you actually rolled a 23?
yes.
You remember clearly now.
Now that the pain is gone.
After I remember that I have abilities.
There was a very slight similarity to part of it. Part of the process felt like part of the early stages of that felt similar to what you think would be like flu-like symptoms would effectively appear in you, but it's a bit different.
So internally, Sunya will be like, so if this is an older version or something like that, then maybe that might have been refined out of it somewhat. Interesting. Now, I think that it just might be like the old air in here. I might not be agreeing with you. Let's continue on. Sunya keeps a close eye on him watching changes.
Would it take Colt much longer to investigate the rest of the ship before he's like I said, he's keeping a wall to his left, and if he comes to a door, he just goes around the left side of the frame, keeping the doors to his left. Would it take him much longer to get back to where it started?
No, it wouldn't take you too long.
And I don't find anything other than the manifesto.
There's nothing of real interest other than you find a bunch more scenes of horrific gore, and you find occasionally prison supplies, rations that are all out of date, just a lot of things like that. A bunch of things you would need to run a prison. You do find the prisoner storage lockers, but none of them really have any. Some of them had guns and stuff in the storage lockers.
Just to let you know, Sonia, the insight was mostly just for see if you were hiding anything rather than if you were lying specifically.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah.
Sorry.
If any of them are working laser rifles or any guns or anything, Colt is proficient with them. You go, well, this will be useful for somebody.
It doesn't look like they have ammo currently, but the guns are there.
But did they at least go? If you pause, are these ballistic or energy based?
They are all energy based. A lot of them are tiny pistols and stuff. You find one rifle in the thing. None of them have energy cells in them currently.
What would it be to discern whether they're in any kind of functioning order, and that ammo is literally all that they need?
Give me an Arcana check.
You're so good at them, Colt.
Do I not get any kind of bonus because I'm proficient with all weapons?
Oh!
I guess I did.
You think that some of these weapons probably barely worked when they were taken off of the prisoners?
He's basically doing the whole Ninth Doctor thing of just going broken, clunk, hairdryer, clunk.
Yeah, most of these things are black market garbage and are incredibly out of date. You think you find one or two pistols that might still work if you put energy cells back into them, but they're still not great. Like,
Fine.
you'd guess they'd be pretty inaccurate, and only one of them is really comfortable to hold. You'd
Sounds
guess
like
the
more.
other one was, like, designed for a species with different hands.
Seems like more trouble than they're worth. Puts them down. Oh, what was that race? I'm trying to find it. Mm. Yeah, I'm just gonna start. I'm just gonna start making my way back. By the way, after seeing that.
Sure.
Mm.
Colt can, like, catch up with you two pretty quickly. Are
Eh,
you gonna go head into that sciencey ship now?
No, first I would like to double check just how Colt is feeling.
Huh. Colt is... Colt, you haven't noticed anything different about yourself since you got here?
I feel pretty fine.
Eh,
Neither has you, Sonia, nor Sir Galahad, who also seems fine.
could could I do a? I think I know what it likely could be, but could I do a history check to see if I could like pinpoint anything different that Fireball might have done?
You can roll that if you want.
Oh my god. Intelligence rolls.
Um, as far as you're aware, Fireball hasn't done anything different to you guys?
Was Fireball towards the front of the party when we entered?
He was. He was right next to Colt, though.
Okay. Sonya's just like, no, just want to make sure you're all good. Which you are. Thumbs up. And then Fireball sneezes. Cold worries.
Achoo!
Two little blobs of magma fall onto the ground in front of him.
How have you been feeling like this, Fireball, since we just got on? Since we just got on this ship?
Yeah, this seems to have started somewhat since we got here.
Maybe it really is just the air in here. If it persists when we get off the ship, if it lasts more than 24 hours, then I'd start worrying.
I mean, there are some sort of, there are some I know there are some airs like trapped in certain locations that are somewhat flammable that I tend to like.
Fireball.
Yeah.
You vomit.
Oh. Okay. I throw up a somewhat obvious pile of magma. Well, I suppose at this point lava. Really.
Actually, it's getting colder.
Yeah. I ain't colder, but
Iceman.
the
Basically, when he vomits, it's kind of like a flamethrower, but it keeps getting dimmer. In fact, you notice he keeps getting dimmer.
Maybe we should get him off the ship. Actually, here's an idea. Fireball, go over there. He points like a long way away and cast Fireball on yourself.
oh,
See how you
okay.
feel. See how you feel if you
Okay.
get any better.
I will stay where I am and cast Fireball on myself, but make it so that I miss
You,
everybody around me.
yeah, you
Sculpt
sculpt spell.
Yeah,
So,
You
I-
do
so-
you do that.
Sonya goes to argue, but too late.
You don't feel any different.
But you are visible now.
You are also visible now, yes.
yeah. I cast that at what? 5th level, I think.
Also, you notice that this makes a loud sound that echoes throughout the ship
Oh no.
and the other one.
Oh,
And
that was
like
not a great idea.
beforehand, you could hear a pin drop. Now it's like echoes of that sound.
But now I think is a good time to leave. Let's go back to the normal ship, and I'll make my way back to the normal ship.
Yep. Cole picks up the iron pot with the ichor in it.
Sure.
Yeah. Sonia will follow.
Cool. You head over, get sprayed, like door closes behind you, get sprayed with some gas. You take your first step onto the other ship.
Back to Ben Oren's ship.
Yeah, back to Ben Orange's ship. Action, I need to roll stuff.
Does Fireball feel any better?
Yeah, do we feel any better?
Ben Oren currently Ben Oren is also sitting. There's like a pile of vomit about here with a little bit of blood in it.
Hey Ben, it looks like you may have the same thing that I do.
It's like, oh,
We need to go and get checked out.
I this it, and then he passes out in his chair.
Okay.
That's not good.
Let's go to the nearest place. Oh, wait, no. We need. Let's go to the nearest place with the best medical facilities that we know of, and I'll stop programming in somewhere that I know that has medical facilities that does both elemental beings and non-elemental beings.
Fireball.
Hello.
Give me a give me an Arcana check at disadvantage.
At 14.
You have no clue how to decouple the ships,
Oh.
Can TKO assist in any way?
and you have no
He-
idea how to program the ship to fly somewhere. TKO can do things, but he can't do things without effectively Ben Oren letting him greenlight certain systems. He's sealed out of like all the moving the ship about stuff.
Hey, can any of you heal this guy? Like, we need him to fly the thing. He hasn't taught me everything yet.
Mate, are you still on this ship?
You get no response.
Hey, Sonia, you know magic stuff. Heal him
What?
so we can go. You know healing stuff. You know magic.
Sonia's just like scratching down loads of notes in a notebook and then looks at you. What? Yeah.
Our pilot, Ben, is unconscious. Nobody else really knows how to decouple the ship other than him. He hasn't taught me that yet. Can you heal him so that we can get out of here to get healed?
Hey, anyone who feels like it, give me a quick perception check.
Ooh.
I'll be back in a minute.
Oh,
Excellent.
God damn it, Colt, why are you sucking today?
A
Alright.
distraction from Sonia being a dick.
Sonia, while everyone's sort of talking about trying to get the ship moving, you hear, like, it almost sounds like someone's limping along the, like, decoupling corridor.
Uh-oh.
You hear, like, some very sort of hard, like, little footsteps. It's pretty hard to notice, but now that you have, it's like very obvious, sort of.
Thump, scrape. Thump, scrape.
Yeah.
Oh! Colt! I can hear there's something something moving in the coupling thing. You should check that out.
Looks doesn't like walk through it. I take it this is the
Yeah, yeah.
this is the door to it. Looks through. What does I sees? What does my blind sight eyes see?
Oh yeah, that reminds me. I also need to do this for. Bethany seems to have flu-like symptoms, and is like, "Oh, thank God you guys are here. Everybody's horrifically ill."
When you say everybody when you say everybody out of all of your demon friends, how many of them are ill? Devil
But
friends, sorry.
pretty much all of them.
Crap.
Some of them have already passed out, and they're vomiting a lot. Others are faring a bit better. I seem to be doing okay, but I'm not doing too great.
Sonia accidentally says out loud, "Huh, upside. At least it's beyond my fixing now."
How's that?
What? What's
I mean-
What's in the corridor?
What's in the corridor?
You'd have to open the door to know that.
Yeah, I'm opening the door. I said I'll open the door, I just don't go through it.
Right, sure. Then a little ways down the corridor. It's not where I'm putting it on the map, but I'm gonna put it on the map so you can see it.
Oh wait, I
See this little friend.
I can still fix
Yeah.
this.
Zoom in. Zoom
It
in,
seems
scroll
to
down.
be
Yeah.
limping along towards you, and as soon as you open the door, it starts bolting forwards incredibly quickly.
Snap the door shut.
Cool.
Snap.
You close the door and hear a loud thump as something collides into the other side of the door.
Oh!
Great, undead.
And then you
Yeah,
hear
actually,
another thump and a few more thumps.
Colt turns to the sun and says, "Undead." No other way of describing that.
You see Sonia doing the hand gesture of like the weighing your options. And you could see that Sonia has that look of like science versus doing the right thing.
Sonia, like he goes hands on shoulders. Just heal Oren. The rest of them you can study. Until we can get them somewhere where we can heal. No.
Fine.
If Oren's all right, we can escape. Everybody else is still ill.
Sonia will cast Wish on up to 20 creatures, so I guess the people who are in this room. With basically the effect of Greater Restoration to remove diseases and stuff.
I was half expecting you to just use Greater Restoration on Oren. That's literally all Colt was asking.
Cool.
It would either be use Wish to cast Greater Restoration, or use Wish to use the effect of Wish that does 20 people.
A bunch of people feel better, but when it happens, almost the moment after, everyone who was ill before now feels just a little bit off.
Is Oren at least awake?
He is awake now, having like wiped a bunch of the goop off himself. He's like, "Oh God, what happened?"
Okay, you went unconscious. We need to get to some sort of medical facility that can deal with whatever we have.
We can't connect our ship anywhere.
Ben,
You mad?
do you want the good news or the bad news?
I'll take the bad news first.
Oh, you don't want that. The bad news is I think most of you are infected with what I think RU's virus is based on. Or at least partially.
I'll take the good news.
I managed to wake you up.
Okay. But Ben Oren's like, Oh God, no! We can't dock with any other platform. If we do, we'll spread this to
Okay.
anywhere we dock with.
Also,
It got
technically,
past every one of our viral filters.
technically more bad news. If you're still infected, Wish can't fix it.
He's like, I think the problem is it's an airborne virus, and since it got past all of our filters, it's now just in the ship.
Ah,
Okay. Well.
All of the air in the ship is currently brimming with viral particles.
Do you think fire would cure it?
but yes, but it would also probably kill everyone not made of fire.
Bernard's like, I don't know, maybe,
Well, I mean,
but Fireball, you do know, you feel ill.
yeah. Well, I mean, I know there's at least one person that's safe, and they're currently in the ring that I currently wear.
That's true. Fume in the ring is currently safe.
I will not allow her to leave the ring.
Uh,
Or is she?
Sonia does think she's like curious about, walks over, he has more thudding, ignores it.
Yep.
So it's interesting that, so me, I can sort of understand why I might not be infected by this, but it's strange that Colt, you seem to be at least currently unaffected.
Maybe it's because my key allows my body to fight off poisons.
Huh.
Maybe.
Maybe.
I'm just trying to connect some dots.
Yeah, but I'm literally fire and and therefore I usually won't get most normal, even most rare diseases, really.
Yes, but
Because anything that touches you just dies.
so some diseases can become vulcanized in that they are able to survive in high temperature locations.
Yeah, but there's very few that can go between my kind of like an elemental kind of person and a non-elemental kind of person. The very, if I can comment, there are very few viruses and diseases that can go from, if I were to put it in such a crude a manner, my kind of people and your kind of people. You know, elemental and non-elemental.
Bernard's like, we've spent enough time talking about this. We're gonna go to that science ship and find a cure.
Yes, let's go.
I'm done having any form of discussion about this.
Yes,
yes, we'll do that. But while you're awake, Oren, can you try and find our mayor? Because I've got this part of the Echo stuff. She might be able to synthesize a cure.
Fuck it, I'll do a quick scan for my mare.
I mean, you can send us off onto the science ship first if you like.
There she is. He goes over to the little cobalt, takes the backpack, fishes around in it, picks out the mouse, which is currently in a vial of liquid, and's like, this is her.
You fucking bastard.
What?
I
The
fucking...
hell?
I...
The rat seems to be currently unconscious in a vial of blue liquid.
I told you had some kind of rodent in your backpack, you silly...
Well, it's not my fault. It's clearly snuck in there.
Yeah, she's clearly an amazing stowaway. Anyway, got you here now. Jiggle, jiggle, jiggle.
The rat is not moving. Anyone can roll an Arcana check if they want to figure out what's going on here.
28.
Ooh.
It looks like the rat
Holy
is in
shit.
some... all of you get that the rat seems to be in some form of suspended animation.
God, I'm so proud of you, Fireball.
As if, like, you would guess that Ame took very badly to the virus, and so to save herself, jumped into suspended animation as quickly as possible.
Science ship it is then.
Let's go look for a cure for this thing.
She rolled very poorly on her amount of time before getting like shit done. She immediately went to the second worst stage, which is vomiting. Well, the second worst stage before you go straight up unconscious and are just unable to do anything about it.
Oh, in that case, I suppose I won't want a little bit better than her then.
You did.
Oh well.
Poor
You in
Ame.
fact You in fact rolled about as well as Benorin did.
Fun times.
Which means you were very close to getting a similar result to him.
Oh well. Just as a general question, if I'd rolled 69, what would that have... No.
You'd still be boned.
I was going to say somebody. Well, you rolled 67, and that's where you're at, and this is where you're at. So
Yeah, sorry, it was a poor joke.
No,
Anyway,
that's fine. Anyway, science ship.
Okay.
Thank you.
So it's only us two who aren't infected, but I don't know if that's because we're lucky or not. Would you allow me to cast something weird on you?
Are you talking to
Yeah.
me or...
I think it's
Mine.
Colt.
Colt.
Okay.
Also, like Colt's not going to bring this up, but I am. The kobold's fine.
The kobold is also fine.
Okay.
But yeah.
Okay, you two.
Sure.
I haven't tested this spell yet because it's a spell that other Sunya got. But I'm going to have to cast 2 spells in a row. So you may have a little bit of uncomfortableness for a while. Cast spell, no one can breathe anymore.
Does that get rid of all of the oxygen within the air?
No. It's
It's essentially we don't need
You're-
to breathe.
Are you using the what element can they breathe, Sonia?
they can breathe water.
Okay.
Oh,
Who are you casting this on? Just
The basically Sunya, Colt, and Sir Galahad.
very well. You all begin suffocating as you are unable to breathe the air.
Why?
Then runs off and gets water. Sunya's like, ignoring the fact that she's suffocating, like, oh shit, I should have got the water first for you guys. Comes back.
Fireball.
It's like,
Uh,
no, not that.
You're on to stage 2. You have a cold.
Oh, I have a call now. I'll try and maneuver the ship round to the side ship with my knowledge of
awake.
how to maneuver the ship.
Oren's awake and piloting.
Oren's awake and he is piloting, but there's no way of getting straight to the science ship, unfortunately.
okay.
Otherwise,
It was-
he would have done that when you first docked.
No, it was just in case he was currently suffocating and therefore unable
No.
to pilot the ship.
He
It's
he
mainly
rolled the
kobold.
same. He rolled the same as you. You were also just about to pass out before you suddenly got healed by Sonia.
Okay.
Wishing you better.
Okay, I'll leave him to fly the ship and stay away from the water, I guess, because I hate water.
He's also like engaging the locks on maximum strength on every door in the ship. It's like, just in case.
Are there, you know, coming as incinerators in the jail cells? Are there any on the like doors on the outside of the lock?
Unfortunately, no.
Damn. Oh well.
comes back with buckets of water. Stick head in the ears.
You
I'm
guys,
gonna try a thing. Fuck.
you guys breathe some
That's-
of the water in.
I suppose that makes sense if I'm suffocating. I'm not going to be able to concentrate, am I?
Yeah, you have a severe lack of everything going to your brain right now, and you have to quickly dunk your head in a bucket, which doesn't give you a lot of time to breathe, but you can at least breathe now for a little while at least. So, what do you do now that you are breathing out of 3 buckets?
Cool to still try. Can I make an additional attempt at what I was trying to do?
Sure. Now that you can breathe, and
Yeah,
you're not suffocating.
Okay, okay, I can
You
breathe now.
can
Now
feel it.
maybe I can try this again. Please. Fuck. Colt just being an idiot. He
So-
did this. He did this fine when he was in a body cast.
So, Sonia, what's the purpose of this?
What?
mean to be close. What are we supposed to fight like this?
Look, one thing at a time.
Okay.
Sonia has a thought, and then Andrew has to make sure that is a cantrip.
Are you trying to do what I was trying to do?
Probably yes.
What are you trying to do?
It is a cantrip if that's what you're thinking.
Excellent. Yes.
If you're thinking the same as me.
Steals hat from Colt.
Now you're gonna cast.
Gonna cast shape water, but
Make your check.
Specific kind of shape water.
Make your check.
Oh, wait, was it Arcana? Was it just straight intelligence?
It's intelligence.
I thought it was.
Oh shit! No, isn't it Arcana?
Oh, it might be Arcana.
Doesn't
It doesn't
matter.
matter.
I've just been hitting intelligence because to me it doesn't make a difference.
Yeah.
It's fine. You are able to cast shape water. Are you trying to make helmets for yourselves
Yes.
out of the? Yeah, sure, you can do that.
A very
Cool, you're
very
now-
cold circle of ice around a circle of water that's now very cold. But you can breathe, and it's only a little bit heavy.
And very hard to see out of.
I have blind
no,
sight. It's fine.
I hate water.
Well, it's a good thing you don't have to wear it.
I suppose. This would actually just kill me, to be honest.
Oh, it's too bad I'm not evil. I just had a thought what I could do, but I'm not evil, so I won't.
Um,
Okay, so this should hopefully keep any microbes out. So we're gonna make our way to this science ship and try and fix all of this.
Can I try and figure out what microbes might affect fire elementals as well as normal? I mean, what I mean by normal is non-elemental type.
Organics.
Yeah.
You can give me an Arcana roll.
30.
No idea. You never studied biology.
Damn, you kept skipping that class.
Yeah. I mainly
biology,
just went to fireball class, to be honest.
Yeah, no biology, only fire.
Yeah. Who needs biology when you've got fireball, you know?
Okay.
We continue heading towards other ship.
First you're gonna have to get through this service corridor.
Question.
Mm-hmm.
This is me really struggling to remember the past.
Mm-hmm.
Is there a hole in the service corridor connecting to other ships?
There is a hole in the service corridor connecting the 2 other ships.
Excellent. We could enter via that.
But you don't know that, Sonia.
I was more meaning like if once we approached, would you be able to see that?
You could. Not from the angle you guys approached at, though, because again, you came with the barge side, like, in the way, effectively. You could go around, like, you could go outside and around to get there.
Or, since I don't have that knowledge yet, could just tell
you
Ben
don't know
Oren
it.
to smash into the middle bit.
Yeah, sure. He's up for that.
He's like,
Why
I'm
would we
fucking
smash
infected, I'll do whatever it takes.
He's rapidly dying, so yeah, he like really violently disengages with the current coupling mechanism, and you see it's cuts to outside where a bunch of zombies have just been sucked into space. And then he smashes the other one apart. Like laser cuts a new hole for the like docking platform to go in, seals around it, and then all's the go. Brand new docking platform straight to the science ship.
Excellent. Let's go, entire party who are fully good health.
3 of us.
And
Yeah.
then Ben Oren vomits all over the console. And so do you, Fireball. You vomit all over the floor.
Oh god.
Come on,
Not
Fireball, hurry up.
again.
If there's more zombies, we need you to kill them quickly so that we can get
You're
to the
not
thing.
careful, I'll vomit on you.
Go ahead,
Like-
forward.
Keep facing forward and just fireball everything in our path.
I'll walk
Ben-
forward.
Ben Oren, because he's losing concentration on things, he turns into this at the control panel.
Yeah.
You kind of just see him like burst into a giant dragon.
Yeah, I'll take point at our group, obviously, because I'm the least squishy of the group, and I'll go forward onto the science ship.
Sure. Now I can move you back to this map from a very long time ago.
Whoop, whoop,
This one?
whoop, whoop, back in time.
This one.
Everybody goes wavy or bloop, 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 bloop.
This is the
All right, Roll20, will you please put my token on the map this time? We've had 3 maps now where Roll20 just doesn't want to agree.
Also, I loved that he turned into the dragon and no one cared. Just like,
We've all seen-
not
we've all
even
seen him in his dragon
surprised.
form. We've
I mean,
pretty much
I'm-
all seen him in that
Yeah.
form.
Everyone's too busy dying.
Yeah, dying to notice, really.
Right, all I'm seeing is blackness.
That's
I do-
that's what you should be seeing currently, unless you have
Okay.
magic powers that I'm not aware of.
I
Okay.
do apologise, I have the hiccups, and I'll be back in a moment.
Oh no, Lawrence is infected.
Drink a lot.
In real life.
It was making him sound like he was genuinely ill.
But yeah, there you go. You can see this bit, which is where the service tunnel connects. It's currently you're at the
Please,
top of a
Roll20,
ladder.
Just be okay. So we can put ourselves there, yeah.
Yep.
Ah, I'm sure this ladder is absolutely fine.
Climb down this connecting shaft.
Obviously,
I'm sure nothing. at
Fireball
the
goes
bottom-
first.
Yes, this is true.
But yeah, you can put yourselves on there.
There's like literally enough room for each of us.
Precisely. This is all planned since that long ago.
You
Come on,
knew this would
Roll20.
happen.
I knew all of this would happen.
Yeah,
Plan.
Roll 20's been a twat again.
It's fine. Since Lawrence is up ahead, you've got a moment or two.
Close character sheet. Open character sheet again.
All that long time ago, I knew there would be 4 people that would need to use this shaft. It even makes sense because back then there were like more than 4 of you. So clearly you weren't meant to do this that time.
Yeah, obviously. It's like
It's
one of those things in a video game where you go forward to a place and then you're like, wait, why is that level 50? We should not be here.
uh,
Yeah, roll 20 won't let me put my token down.
I'll put it down for you.
Thank you. Don't know why roll 20 has been like this. That's 4 maps now where it's done that.
Because Roll20 hates you and everyone who
Yeah.
plays.
Clearly.
Right, oh, on there as well. It is hard to see out of the ice thing. The ice
What do I
water
see
breathing
what
thing.
do I see with 10 feet of blind sight though?
You're fine provided things are within 10 feet of you, but Sonia and Sir Galahad will have disadvantage to hit things.
Nah, it's fine. I've got Baticus. Just
I'm sure if you look through Baticus, you'll find Sir Galahad has disadvantage to hit things.
Like, I can at least make out what in front of me is moving towards me and isn't an ally, so
Sorry.
I can get within 10 feet range and do stuff.
I need to make a roll for the bat. Oh, Sonia, bad news.
who cares?
You
Oh,
have
your-
you
your
have
bat
a
has-
billion of them.
Your bat passes out.
Oh, fuck. Summons a new one. Just kicks it
Alright.
down the hole, summons a new one.
Let's see if this new bat is okay. No. So now it needs to.
Oh, there's going to be a pile of bats at the bottom of this shaft.
The bat vomits all over the place, but is still conscious.
Excellent. Yeah, that'll do for now.
Oh, no, this is horrible. You're infecting all of these tiny face spirit bats. This has ramifications. Horrific ramifications.
God, I should never be allowed to have summons. Especially not infinite ones.
That bat has been sent back to the Feywild, and it's infected.
As long as I'm cured before I hit the ground, splat.
Oh God.
Look, that's a future someone else problem.
That's a future.
There's going to be a zombie outbreak in the Feywild.
There's a decent chance of that now, yeah.
No, don't go to the Feywild. It's fine, they've got powerful archfey, they'll just snap their fingers and it'll be gone.
Also, that's just general good advice. Don't go to the Feywild.
Yeah, it is. Don't accept anything off them either. Or tell them your real name.
Or just speak
you-
to them.
You guys had powerful
Don't do the fate in general.
I'm just poor everyone who's not an archfey in the Feywild. Or like the super powerful casters are pretty much the only people who might be okay. Or if you get lucky, I guess, you might be alright.
Anyway, what's happening in this shaft then?
I need to
can we
wait
see?
for Lawrence to return to his station.
Ah,
Because I
Yeah,
can
well, he's-
hear him
well-
in the corridor. He'll
well,
be back soon.
well, he's gone. I'll be BRB then.
I think he's back.
Too bad. It's just you and me. Joseph.
Yep.
Hello, sorry for taking so long.
Oh, I absolutely adore that we joked about. Well, this is not much of a chance of that ended up happening.
Mm. But then all the people who might side with the other team left.
Yeah.
So, like, now we're doing different things.
Much better things.
I don't know better.
God, it makes me so sad I've got no way of saving the one person who needs saving.
Who needs saving?
You know who? The only living person on the ships.
Yeah, Fireball.
That
Fire-
I don't know about.
Yeah.
So I can't
But
save them.
who's that, Sonia?
Shrug.
That's interesting. You might find them. Who knows?
Okay, so Lawrence, at the moment, it's basically we're at the top of like a ladder, and we're like, hey, go on, Fireball, you should go first. We've definitely never seen this ladder before.
I mean, you guys
Yes.
haven't.
We've not seen any of this.
Okay, I'll go up the ladder.
Down.
You go down the ladder.
Yeah, down.
You go down the ladder.
This is such a bad idea.
Do you remember this? Like, do you remember what's down this ladder, Lawrence?
I mean, me specifically, no, because I'm,
Ah, good.
Oh,
Just me and the
I'm
DM then.
sure- I'm sure you'll remember once I reveal.
I'm back.
Ah,
Okay, Colt, you're
excellent
just
timing.
back in time to see this.
Oh shit!
So, Fireball, you go down the ladder, and you see a large pile of zombies.
Can I cast Fireball at my maximum level, please?
Where would you like to cast this Fireball?
Ooh.
Where does the ladder come down?
Well, it comes down right here. You're standing in the exact spot.
One thing you would notice though, there would be lots of burn and shrapnel marks on the walls nearby.
Um,
Very true. As if a bunch of grenades had been thrown in here at one point.
I will cast Fireball at. Oh.
So Fireball, what do you say? And then we just say a fireball shoot off.
It would actually help if I could actually compute it at this point.
The zombies have ate your brain.
That's true.
To be fair, I think it's something else that's done that rather than the zombies at this point, but
So yeah, there's a couple of zombies in this room. Just one or two.
Yeah, just a few.
Yeah, here or
One,
there.
2, 3, at least 5.
And
I'd say more
yeah.
than 2.
I'll put Fireball here.
Well, you know what they say, 3's the crowd, so like, there's more than a crowd, okay? So like,
I'll put the Fireball here.
20-foot radius.
20 foot of.
Actually, I've got an easier way of doing this. I'm gonna get one of them tokens. I'm just gonna get the one in the center. Just gonna assign it a radius, and I'll roll your fireball damage.
I have. It's 50.
It's
If
50.
they fail DC 18 deck save it's 50. Because I rolled it at 7th level. If they succeed, it's 25. I hate it that I've got a.
Alright, everything in that yellow sphere will be hit by this attack. Now I need to.
I'll then start going in the opposite direction. direction.
No, there is no opposite direction. The opposite direction is us on the ladder.
Okay, you do this. All of these zombies look very hurt, but they are still alive.
After 50 damage.
They look like they are almost exactly about to die, but maybe they have just about one arbitrary unit of health left. But who's to say?
I mean,
So, with that being said, Fireball, roll initiative.
Well, it's not for anyone who wants to.
No, everyone roll initiative, especially me.
I wish I didn't have that.
Well, like I said, we're going to be the B team after this session, so if 50 doesn't just one-shot them, we are fucked.
Ah, you'll be fine. You'll make it. Everything's okay.
I mean, I know what I think you want me to do, and I am going to try it.
Okay, everybody roll up your initiatives.
I haven't yet because Roll20 is still loading. It's been very slow.
I do apologize for the hiccups that I've got.
That's fine.
And
Oh,
then
Colt coming in
boost-
with that 9.
Oh shit! Boost up.
Boost up by 8, so you're at 17. You got it, my dude. Change your initiative to 17. Descending order. Alright, first up. This horde of zombies. Don't take kindly getting fireballed.
Really? I thought things generally loved being fireballed.
So they're gonna swarm the door. Many of them literally climbing on top of each other or falling over each other to run as directly at you as they can.
Oh god, I just realised I could use my favourite spell that only I love, and it would be so effective.
Fireball.
Do it. Do the thing.
Make 4 dex saves.
Dex save. 6, 17, 17, 6, 17, 7, 4.
Cool.
And that
Fireball.
one being the last one.
Fireball, your infection moves up several stages and you pass out.
Oh god.
You guys basically notice Fireball get covered in a wave of black goop. Okay. Then it is... Who's next? Ah, it's these ones. Noticing that noise, they'll just run over here. Actually, I can make it a little further. There you go. Alright. Colt, what do you do? Your friend Fireball has been covered in a lot of black goop.
So slow
And
fall off of the.
You've also heard, like, in unison, tons of screams come from the bottom of this ladder.
Well, no going back. If we go back, all of our friends just die anyway. He's actually like weighing up his options. He's like, go down fighting here, go back up there, and everybody dies of infection anyway. Or this happens. So, DM, question time. If I spend 3 key points on this sword, what happens?
You summon the sword, but Colt, make me a wisdom check.
wisdom check,
Yeah,
as in wisdom save, or just a wisdom ability?
just wisdom ability. I'll let you pick the one that you think is the most culty.
What? Wait, that's a
Which
7 on
which
wisdom.
which wisdom ability do you think is the
Oh.
most similar to Colt's personality, or most important to Colt?
Oh, it has to be wisdom, though. There's
Yeah,
that,
like
which
wisdom, but like, is it gonna be perception or what?
this, which I've
Sure,
never used before, and it's thematic, and it's relevant to him.
give it a roll.
24 for survival.
Very well. You think you might be able to do something interesting with your sword if you pour more key points and also some life force into it?
Yeah, because Cole's just like he's dropping down off of the ladder. So, just for the sake of a joke. Hey, son, you want to see something weird? Jumps off the ladder.
Yeah?
All right.
A sword appears in his hand that's made out of lightning, but also looks like it's made out of tech. Holds it up with both hands above his head and swings down on the horde. And DM, what do I have to do?
All right. How much key would you like to pour into this? You can pour as much or as little as you like, to a
But
minimum of 3.
you said with that wisdom, I think I should put in some more.
All
You
of the key.
It's up to you, but you think more key might make the sword better, and life force may also do something that could improve your situation, or
All
maybe not.
key. All hit points.
So
I
how
am
much
going
key
to
would you like
go
to put into the
for.
sword?
I forgot we're gonna die. I'll just put like all but one of each in.
In terms of hit points, it's not your actual hit points that you currently have. Please roll me as many hit dice as you want, because you're putting basically all of your key into this. You
So
can roll as
I
you
have
can
up
roll
to 14 hit dice.
you can roll more than 14 hit dice if you want.
Which
No,
hit dice? I have 2. I have D10s and 8s.
D10s. We'll go with your largest hit
No.
dice.
How's about I put in 1 for each key point as well?
Sure, so you're gonna put 13 hit dice.
I've spent 11 because I have 12
You
because of
you
2 levels in
can
fighter.
you can spend more than the number of hit dice you currently have if you want. I'll say that now.
1 for each level then.
Sure,
No
so you're gonna
no mods after that.
you don't lose the hit dice you're currently spending. Uh, just so you're aware. Cool.
So it's just that many in D10s.
Yeah. All right. I'm modifying this.
That.
No,
Whatever
no, no.
that does.
You won't be rolling those. Well, you will be rolling those, but not now.
Okay.
This is for how strong this attack will be.
Okay.
Okay. So you're in a bit of a sticky situation, but you want this to happen probably. Okay.
And like I said, just diving down on the horde and just swing down and just if this is a doomsday machine and it blows up this entire ship, we're probably boned anyway. Swing.
You pour pretty much all of your energy into this sword, and when you start adding life force into it, the blade shifts from a sort of light blue color to a purplish color,
Like it.
and then do you swing it? And if so, how do you swing it? Do you want to do a lateral swing or a sort of horizontally swing?
I think in this situation it'd probably be wise to like superhero land down and then both hands like you superhero land down, squat stance, both hands on the blade, the sword's behind us, and then use my whole upper body to swing it right the way around, 180 degrees around us, or if not more than that, since Colt can probably reach. So it should swing like over like all of this.
Very well. You see, okay, I'll describe this. You see Colt land, like, swing this amazing sword all the way around. Effectively, a beam of lightning shoots out to the walls, severing every zombie that the blade points at in half. And the electricity travels through each of the zombies connected to the other ones. This is also a good time that you find out these things are vulnerable to lightning damage.
Dun dun dun.
Whatever damage it did do, I'm assuming it's not the 67, but that's then doubled.
Yes. The damage that you did do is doubled, and I know for a fact it's way more than enough to kill these things outright.
So they all just get fucking dusted like Thanos with the Infinity Gauntlet style, just swing, woof, and they all just like become ash.
You also notice that the lightning clears up all of the black goop in this room. It actually looks very pristine now. Okay, Colt, you have swung this. It's taken up a lot of your energy.
I am
And
sure
you've
there are no
spent-
downsides.
A lot of things to do this. Colt,
Oh,
you have
they're all gone.
Colt, you
Yes.
take 5 levels of exhaustion.
So it swings, just woof, they all go, and then it's just like smart,
and
and then just like
then
drop through the knees.
then you take the effect of this sword at its lowest level on the number of hit dice you spent, which is on a crit you roll 3 times the number of dice, so you will take 3 times that number of dice in damage.
It's a Colt unconscious as well.
Maybe.
Well, yeah, I have 93 health.
Yes, gotta roll this in case it's.
Oh, sorry, I thought you meant that 67.
No,
Yeah.
it could be worse. It could instantly
be.
kill you.
Could instantly kill you.
I didn't
and
even
very
put
likely
all of
will.
my key into that.
Yeah. You take 222 damage
And that's
as
instant death. That's instant death.
horrible ramifications occur. You basically burn out your spiritual self. So
Well,
yeah,
Colt's dead.
Sonia, you see Colt gracefully land, draw the blade with such force it kills everything in the room, and dies
Oh,
as
fuck.
he.
True resurrection.
Sure.
Which
are
mean-
you
Which
are you
means
resurrecting him?
Yes.
Are you going beyond the limits of wish to do this?
No,
To resurrect him. Oh, right. Okay.
It's just true resurrection, isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, you could just do revivify. He didn't die more than a minute ago.
Oh yeah, sure. Whichever one I can cast. It's
Uh,
gonna
sure.
it's gonna
One,
cost
then.
me wish anyways.
Colt, you get up on 1 hit point. You still have 5 levels of exhaustion.
Right, that should
but-
be all of them. Sonia the smart one, find the cure.
Okay, just a warning. Can't do that again.
What? Oh,
Any death from this point on, permanent.
Also, Fireball is on the floor. Not having a good time. You also notice that Ben Oren is fine, but he's looking kind of wheezy, and he's
You mean
probably gonna
Kobold.
pass out soon. Oh no, the kobold's fine. But yes, Colt, you've now learned some things about this sword. It's very powerful, but
It can
Ben-
kill you.
it can literally rip you apart, and it's very dangerous when it does do that.
want to make it plain. I was hoping to like get this isn't a criticism, by the way. This is just me just saying it for the sake of saying it, because like
Hmm?
I wasn't intending on Colt doing that. I was like, Colt's gonna fight if there's a few zombies, as in like 10, he'd put in the bare minimum. He'd put in like 3 key points and see what happens.
Yeah,
But
I mean,
because there was a fucking armada, I was like, if I don't do that, we're gonna die. So
you can try and see what happens at some other juncture.
It's kind of why Fireball went straight for like his 7th level spec.
Colt is currently at 5 levels of exhaustion, which means I believe his speed is 0.
yeah, I
Um,
was just trying to look that up.
So Colt is on 1 hit point with no speed and very close to death again, kind of.
yeah, let's drag him. I will get
Colt is actually
everyone
just
else drag him up to bed, I guess, on the normal stream.
I was gonna. I was just
Fireball,
going to
you are
say,
also unconscious.
I was just going to say, Colt is just going to sit and start meditating and start drawing key back into himself and try and like heal himself.
You also feel, now that you're trying to do this, you are also spiritually wounded from this event. This is not permanent, I'll say this now, but as of right now, you have half your normal key pool. This you think will get better over time.
It's kind of like exhaustion, but for key,
Yeah,
but for resources.
yeah. You feel like you've actively used some of your soul up to
Do you know what?
launch that attack, and
Do you know where my
you
brain
think,
just went?
uh
My brain just went. This is the opening of My Hero Academia.
possibly.
Huge amount of power breaks you for a long period of
You
time. Okay, let's just trickle feed that into myself next time.
You think if this goes wrong, you could end up permanently destroying your spiritual self,
I
which
forgot
would
I'm
be
unconscious.
that would make you incredibly hard to bring back to life because effectively whomever was doing it would have to wish your being back into existence. So that form of death is quite a bad one to encounter.
I forgot I'm actually unconscious, so I can't.
Well, I guess it's up to us, Sir Galahad.
Sir Galahad will bring these two back to the ship.
Okay, I guess it's up to me then.
And scoops up Fireball. No, I'll come with you. Just let me bring them back first. And he's gone. And Sonia leaves.
Look, for once, Sonia does understand that there is a time limit.
Cool. So, you immediately get into a lot of corridors. Many of them look like labs. And roll me a perception.
Percepzione. Don't fail me now.
When have I ever failed anybody?
Sure, I'll lucky that. Great, nice. I'll lucky it again.
Do you have portents for today?
Oh, I should have probably rolled them. Let's roll 3 dirty 20s and see what I get. 19.
Are you gonna make that a 19 plus 6 plus
Yeah,
like
yes.
the 3?
Yeah.
Okay, that's more than enough to do here. The only sound you can currently hear is in the distance. You hear like a hopping noise.
No, not a hopping zombie.
That's all you can currently hear.
Can I be looking out for like anything that makes it look like there'd be a sign saying like main lab?
Sure. What are you gonna do? Are you gonna go towards the hopping noise, away from it, or?
I mean, if the main lab is in that direction, towards it.
Sure. You head towards the hopping noise after the main laboratory. Eventually, you will come across something.
I wonder what it could be.
You eventually come across a leg that's bumping into this wall. It has it's like bright yellow trousers with red stripes.
Weird, but okay.
And then you hear from above in a vent. And then technically this is you. So it's up to you to voice this one.
Oh my god, a living creature. Help! Help!
I need to
Help!
drag them onto the map. They still exist.
Those are my legs, by the way.
They should still exist. Yeah, there they are. There's our boy.
Oh, what a boy.
Can officially move him back into the Allies tab. Alright, continue this conversation with yourself.
Okay, well, I'm gonna need DM help for this, because I'm gonna be asking things I don't know. Okay, whoever the fuck you are, do you have any idea where QR stuff is? You don't seem to be affected. Do you know where QR stuff is?
Yes, of course, the scientists, they abandoned this place long ago. But I know where their main lab is. That should contain their data and research.
Okay, where is it?
Should be that room over there. But I think there are things in there now.
Oh, okay. I know what to sort of don't know what to do. Points
You
it.
can get Ronald can give Sonia a thing if they want.
Sure.
Throws you a Happy Meal.
Thanks. You know what? Just points at Ronald and Ronald vanishes. Ronald is now in the cage in the demi-plane.
Oh, okay.
That's a future Sonia problem. Alright.
What about his leg?
Ah, fuck the leg.
the leg is lost and confused now. Do you open those doors?
Oh god, this is gonna be bad. Yeah, let's open the doors.
I'm ready with the reveal tool.
Okay, so guys, what are the chances that you're friendly?
I'd say the odds are just about this.
Well, let's hope I get higher than that.
They're divided into two groups until you kill enough of them. And then I can stop using the mass combat rules. Alright, you're up first.
Okay, so we could be friends. Or
Bro?
is that a no I hear?
Brains?
Sounds like a no.
Brain.
Oh god, there's so little I can do.
Look, I'll trade you the information you want for your brain.
I technically don't have a brain.
No, it looks like you have a brain. Give it a brains.
Okay.
Look, just come on, you don't need it, do you?
I think I know what I want to do.
Okie dokie, what are you doing?
Oh, this is somewhat risky. Give me a second to count.
Ah, you're going over there. So these doors open.
No. That's not what I did. Also, I had to open the doors.
You open them by going near them.
I am going to move my distance and then... No, I did not go next to that door.
Regardless, the zombies, when they hear all the commotion, will probably run out.
Okay.
Anyway, do your thing.
Okay. I've forgotten what the word I want to use is. Not reaction. Prepare, that's it. Then I will prepare for after those zombies have had their turn and ran at me to cast... Need to open thing again. Vortex Warp? Yes, Vortex Warp. So basically, they run at me and then I appear in that room where they were.
Sure.
And then...
So basically, I gotta do this. Alright, they're gonna try and make their things. That's all it. I haven't even set the toggles for this sheet. Oh, damn. So, edit advantage. And two. Do those hit?
Yeah. Ow.
And, make a con save.
Since the first two would have went into the temporary hit points, would it only be 2 con saves?
Sure, make 2 con saves.
I am good at those things. Well,
Oh, you don't feel very well.
I've got 1 lucky left, so why not? Nice.
You
Fucking
don't
nice.
feel very well.
So what I can do is I can either use my magical balance to make that a 10, or my portent to make that a 10.
You don't feel very well.
Ah, fuck it. Sonia doesn't care. Disposable body.
Look, if this succeeds, it won't matter.
Exactly. So, whoop into here.
Cool. Do you lock the doors behind
Yes.
you? I'll let you do that. Because I'm not a mean DM who's like, interacting with a door is an entire action. You're not allowed to press a button.
It's at least 3 actions.
Go away. No, I'm gonna be like, as a bonus action, you could press that lock door button.
No, don't press it before it shuts, you idiot. Lock open.
You can lock the door behind you.
Okay, the door is locked. The zombies are very upset. They thought they were getting lunch.
They really did. You know how often lunch comes around these parts?
Apparently
Not
once
very.
a year. I
I
suppose other ships could have been along in the year's time.
Nummy brains.
I told you I don't have a brain.
Give us the brains.
Oh god. Okay. Computer time.
There are many things in this room.
Yes.
Some of them are computers. Some of them are strange vials of liquid. Through digging through some of the terminals, can you give me an Arcana check to see if you can figure out how these things work?
Oh, thank god. Keep saying that. I like Arcana checks. Ah! That's better than 10, 10, and 10, and 10.
All right, you're very easily and quickly able to find a terminal that tells you what the antivirus is.
If you're a dumb cunt and you accidentally spilled a little bit of this, make sure that you use this. Otherwise, there'd be some sort of horrible, overwhelming apocalypse of zombies.
Yeah.
Looks
It's
back at the
terrible.
banging on the door. Yeah, sure, okay.
It's a little green vial labeled antivirus.
Oh.
It does give the terminal would give instructions on how to synthesize more. It would require a similarly sized lab to the one you're currently in. This dose is currently good for like. It could probably cure like everyone on the ship.
Okay.
If you released it into the air on the ship, everyone on the ship would probably start getting better.
Alright. God, I feel bad for that kobold who's coming back. Okay.
That either that or he's not very nice and he's going fuck that.
Sonia,
Are you teleporting back?
not quite. Sonia
Oh.
will cast Demiplane to her Demiplane and just start shoving shit into it.
Just moving all the lab equipment in.
All the computers, all the equipment. Hopefully some of this is helpful.
Okay, while you're doing this,
I have arrived!
the Galahad arrives on the scene. Alright.
Excellent, a distraction.
It's time to roll some initiatives.
God,
Right, so
this is what I saved him for.
and then of course the man, the myth, the legend, Sir Galahad. You really should have grabbed that other guy instead of this kobold. The one who could fight Tiamat. You should have
Yeah,
grabbed
the,
him.
the one who was basically a Super Saiyan.
Nah.
The kobold's got this. Alright.
Too bad Court wasn't in the crowd because he would have. He'd have been like, "You, I want to talk to you."
Alright, this group of zombinos runs up.
Num 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 num.
Aw, and lonely boy.
Turns out this is where we find out his blood has the correct enzymes to be immune, but it doesn't matter because they're going to rip him apart.
Either that or we find out that he's actually like unbelievably strong, like a 40th level character or something.
40th level character ain't dodging like the. Come on, have an AC of 28. Alright. Okay, so he's gotta make 2 con saves.
So what Sonia hears is, and then the banging on the door stops.
And then it's time for him to do his thing. Go murder time. And with that, probably gonna eviscerate a bunch of these little zombinos.
I think these are way weaker than the ones that Court had to fight. Since since a 50 damage fireball didn't really kill the last ones.
Boop. And boop.
Again, from what Joseph said, bear in mind that these aren't singular creatures, these are hordes. So,
Yeah.
Damage takes out part rather than just killing outright.
Back to these boys to just basically make their round of attacks again. Actually, oh god, he should totally have done this ages ago. But oh well. Also, all of those hit. He makes more con saves. Oh, no, that's not good.
Oof.
And that one, not good, you're saying?
He's taking to the skies on his turn. So they get one slam in against him. He gets another con save. Thank God. And then he's gonna use the ultimate technique. Being a real coward and shooting them from the ceiling.
No, he needs to use the ultimate JoJo technique.
Oh yeah, good idea. He bursts through this door.
No, it's to run away!
He's gotta run away into this room.
Just
I
Sonya.
assume he sees you loading things up.
Oh
Ah,
yeah,
friend!
you were coming. Okay, that's probably enough stuff put in there. Let's go.
Okay. Walks into the demi-plane, hungry for brains.
Fuck you. Closes the demi-plane. Some zombies are like, that doesn't seem fair.
Boo. Can't cheat with flying and magic.
Oh my god. Imagine so it's like, excellent, you saved, and then his eye just catches the like half of Ronald McDonald's in a cage.
oh.
Okay. So we have a slight predicament.
Mm-hmm.
Are you infected?
Maybe? Are you infected?
Definitely. Okay, so
He then vomits on the floor. I change my answer.
Okay, plus I only have one slot left for this. So what's gonna happen here is you're gonna agree to be mind controlled.
I agree.
Okay.
For it is a noble cause.
Sonya goes back into the magic jar and then goes into him.
Okay.
Alright. Sorry about this. Oh god, I killed so many me's. Sorry about this other me who's not doesn't have sentience yet, but still this feels real bad. And then just like kills that simulacrum. And then casts plane shift back to the ship.
Okay.
While holding the cure.
Oh, okay. I better just get that off the map. Boop! You are there, and you are holding the cure.
Who's still alive?
What do you do?
Well, doesn't look like anyone's paying attention to me, so...
This hologram approaches you. Ah, Sir Galahad.
Okay, no, Sonya and Galahad. I need to find the ship.
You have the antivirus.
Yes, need to find the ship's air systems
Cool.
to spread it.
Give it here, I'll spread it.
Okay. Please don't fuck us.
You got it. A horrific robot approaches. Grabs the vial off you. Takes it to this system here. Starts inputting stuff. Oh, by the way, everyone on the ship is currently unconscious or dead. And begins spreading the antivirus.
Okay. Now this is obviously your real you, so now piss off somewhere. I'm giving you a few minutes to hide from everyone.
I'm
lying on the floor. No.
I'm an automated robot that
okay.
was prepared in case of
No,
an
no.
emergency that might occur in the event that this, the fleshy organic me suffered some horrific fatal problem. But I will take this mouse
Yeah,
with me
I
and
was gonna
hide it
say,
somewhere.
do you wanna take the just like as a small favor? I'll remind her later. Maybe actual you. It's as weird how we have so many doubles of ourselves, and so, it doesn't matter. Hopefully she'll remember
Also,
this later and be nice. Maybe.
also on the bright side, I found something.
What'd you find?
Puts down the original, the first body of RU.
Oh, might actually be useful. But anyways, not important right now. Is the air circulating?
The air is circulating. Most people start to regain consciousness and feel refreshed and cured of the thing that currently ails them. And people start waking up.
Cold starts
Cold-
coming around and then just sees the kobold be like, Sonia does it again!
Oh, this is some kind of nightmare.
You're also
Fireball-
paralyzed from the neck down.
Fireball will go back to his room and generally just rest until he's better.
Yeah, you feel much better now.
Colt is lying on the floor, but like lying on his back, and he's just gonna try and meditate from there and try and pull some key in himself to like stitch himself back together so he can move again at some point eventually.
Eventually, like a horrific-looking robot will approach you, scoop you up, and take you to a bed. Lay you down there. And Amir's like, you used the thing!
Oh, he's like, oh no, she found out. She figured it out. I thought you wouldn't know.
I'm so proud of you.
Looks at that dead in the eye, and look what it did.
Well, I did tell you it was a prototype. Bound to be a few kinks in there.
Oh, actually, a mare! Appear to me!
Wait. Matt, I'm gonna rest up, and then we're gonna have a word. Don't worry, I don't plan on, like, doing anything violent. Just a word. Okay?
Okie dokie. Have a good night's rest. And then she will recover one of your levels of exhaustion. So you're now up to 4.
I can move around now. My
You are now
hit point
able-
max is still at half.
Yes. You're able to walk now. Also, I'll say, because of that, you now can use 1 extra of your key pool than before. You're no longer at half, you're at half plus 1.
Alright. I thought for a second I thought you were like, once like the recovery period is done, it's a +1 from there. But no, it's effectively
You're gonna need like a fair few days of rest to mentally recover, because you're currently like barely holding your psyche together.
Well, he's just gonna black out. Really, it's just so much exhaustion, no
Yeah.
key, nothing, just bleh.
So yeah, Amer appears before you. Ah, Sonia, you did it!
Okay, can you do me a small favour?
Uh-huh.
I may have picked someone up and they may not have any legs. I can't get them back until I've rested. Could you make some like
spider legs, got it.
Okay, I was gonna go with robot legs, but spider legs works as well. Just
Spider legs.
something to help them get around.
They could... Sure. Actually.
So,
A pair of robot spider legs drops from the ceiling and lands here.
okay.
Done!
And then Sonia sits down and just like, what the fuck was this? And gets out the kids' meal. I'm like, what?
Do you eat it?
She doesn't. Actually, yeah, you know what? She's in the cobalt.
Does the kobold
Yeah.
eat it? Okay. You immediately feel amazing. You are fully recovered from your previous injuries with those zombies.
Excellent. Question:
Uh,
would a mayor recognize the design?
she would. She's like, oh, he's alive?
Who's the he you're referring to?
Ronald McDonald.
What's he look like?
A clown.
Okay, yes, he's the one who's not got a lower half.
Oh.
He's-
Well, you should have said so. She then begins painting his spider legs.
Currently, he's
Yellow
in the
with
demi-plane. I can't get back until I've rested.
Okay. Oh, it'll be good to see him. One of the old gang.
Does that mean he's
Oh.
evil?
I didn't really speak to him that much.
Alright, fair enough. Sonia doesn't take
Also,
much
what do you-
persuading.
What are you talking about? We weren't evil back in those days. No, that happened a bit later.
So
I
you're
think-
saying you weren't evil?
Maybe.
You know what? At this point,
Other
let-
people definitely weren't evil.
let's just take this moment of victory and not accuse anyone of genocides or monstrous
And
things.
Ben Oren barely comes to and immediately is just flying the ship a safe distance away, just out of range of the distress signal, puts everything into low power mode, and then just goes to bed as a big dragon because he can't be bothered. He's like, I cannot. No, that's
Oh.
too much.
That's not good. You've left Sonia alone with the controls, wanting to do something.
What's Sonya gonna do?
Well, everyone's gone to bed. Sonia's just gonna target the other ships and just blast away.
You're gonna try and shoot the other ships.
Just eviscerate them. Everyone needs a rest. I need to get rid of those zombies.
Fair enough. It's pretty easy to blow those ships up. You can, like, the shields are barely up on them. One shot takes the shields down. The next shot goes right through the ship all the way to the core. The third and final shot detonates the ship.
Oh, everyone's missing the wonderful fireworks. Well, everyone's just like groaning and collapsed in their beds.
And Amer's like, oh yeah, also, I guess I should split this with you guys.
What's that?
Pulls out a large number of credits.
Oh, your winnings.
Well, you know, I thought the ship's database wasn't going to use these credits anymore. Those scientists with their grant money, they're certainly not going to be spending it anytime soon.
Ah, even better. See? I don't know why everyone has against you.
Yeah, great friend.
I mean, I would say that some of the stuff you do is questionable, but I don't feel like I really get to say that.
I agree. We're best friends. And I think that is a good place to end the session.
Do you?
Well, everyone is recovering from horrific zombie viruses.
So, how important was that for? Don't worry, Graham.
Not very. He didn't miss anything.
I mean, I've been posting in the Discord, so he's going to see a lot of stuff out of context.
If anything,
it
he's
just-
going to be glad that he wasn't here.
Also, how do you feel, Colt? You got to unleash your super amazing attack. It completely fucked you.
And you died
Man.
again.
When you said can't do that again, was that losing the ability to lose wish, or is it just because you lost a spell slot?
No,
what do you
is it-
mean?
no, I'm almost referring
what did
to.
you mean?
I was out of spells. If you
Oh,
die
yeah,
right now, I cannot bring you back.
He out of
Then
spells.
That's okay. If it was the whole you can lose the ability to use wish, but I was like, hang on a minute, it's just revivify. Surely that wouldn't like stop wish being a thing.
But also,
All-
as Joseph said, if you were to have cast the key thing again, then I probably couldn't have brought you back at all.
Knew there was no way I was doing that. I was like, this is going to happen once.
To be
And
honest,
regardless
the
of
on-
unless the
the-
repercussions were nil, I wouldn't be doing it again.
to be honest, the only reason you're not permanently dead right now is because Wish was cast to bring you back to life. And I was like, sure, it could do that.
There's like
because
a couple of particles of your soul left.
yeah, you had been completely obliterated, but
Like I
because
said, it's like
because
that.
Wish was used very quickly, I was like, there's just enough of Colt left to stitch back together. Normally that would be like mega fatal. Revivify would definitely not be enough. But Wish
Right,
Revivify, sure.
Wish Revivify seconds after it's happened.
You can
I'm
get
going to call this solve all immediate problems.
You could try
Oh.
using it not in a way that would instantly kill you. But that wouldn't destroy everything.
And
Well, it's like I said.
ironically, the title of the episode was semi-accurate. The first
The
12
first
seconds
12
matter.
seconds is most important.
Because that was where Amaya brought up the idea. And if we just said no to that, that would have changed
Yeah.
everything.
Uh-huh. You could have just robbed that train.
Yeah.
Or gone and did something different.
Space
now-
Hawaii.
You have IU's original corpse. And Amaya stole a ton of data from that ship.
Plus, I physically stole a lot of data.
Yeah, you also stole, like, tons. You basically stole a lab.
Yeah.
You currently have a really advanced, like, biological weapons facility in your demiplane, essentially.
And we have a cure to a much earlier version of the virus.
This is true. Amaya will. Is like, this is conclusively an old version of the, like. In fact, this is what it's based off of. I can say with 100% certainty now, having worked on later versions. Like, this is one of 3 components that those things are based off of.
But if we can completely figure out how to shut this down, it might be enough to maybe shut down the whole thing, or at least significantly weaken it.
Yeah.
So,
Well done.
progress!
You've made tons of progress today, so the other 2 people have definitely not missed out on it.
It's
Well,
fine.
Joseph-
What happened last
Joseph-
time? Zombies.
Well, they've seen the gifs I put. Can you run by me again what that does so I'll put key into it. I can roll
Okay.
my
I'm
hit
gonna
dice
say-
any number of times I want, and then
I'm gonna
they kick
say
back.
for now, because the way I'd originally intended it to work, the sword is going to unlock in levels. So I'm going to say, basically, you can use the level 1 effect of the sword at the minute, which is it costs 3 key points to summon, and it deals 4d6 plus your dexterity modifier damage, and it counts as a monk weapon. And if it crits, if you land a critical hit with it, you roll 3 times. You roll triple the damage dice essentially instead of double.
It's fine.
Level
so-
2.
He activated the... It's a dire moment in the anime where you unlock all of its power, but it takes your life in exchange.
Well, that's like I said. It's like the start of Hero Academy
Yeah.
where he's got one for all, but
Yeah.
no way of controlling it. Empties it all in one
decided-
shot, and it just obliterates his body completely.
I decided rule of cool. Why not?
I was like, well,
and
Yeah, but I saw that zombie horde, and I was like, how else is Joseph honestly expecting us to get through this when a 7th level fireball didn't even drop one group? So
Honestly, I was
I was like,
30%
I was like,
expecting.
I was like, surely this is a plot moment where he's just pushing me to use it.
Yeah.
And then I was just gonna go the minimum, but then Andrew was just like, no, do the stupid thing and use all the resources, and I was like, that's a good idea because
No,
that
no.
sounds fun.
Andrew was not like that. Sonia was like that.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You
Level
said use all of it, and I was like, yes, because that's what's fun. And also, Colt is probably just gonna go fucking everything at once.
I'll also say the sword has 3 levels, each getting more cool with every development. Like, the next one makes it count as an unarmed strike for the purposes of monk abilities, and does some other cool stuff.
And Joseph,
Okay,
I
in
was
that
so
case,
close
I
to
will not.
using your favorite thing.
The resilience sphere.
Yep.
Best thing. Also, now you're a kobold. How do you feel?
I'll make another double later.
So that Sir Galahad can have his body back.
Yeah.
I guess if I have to.
For now, I'll
Right.
enjoy being able to fly.
You can fly, and you're way more powerful than you used to be. Your physical abilities are like through the roof.
God, I would keep this body, but I did ask him nicely.
On top of the fact that you now have, I believe, 500 hit points.
Fireball is going to rest off being knocked unconscious.
I love the idea of Fume waking up. So what did I miss?
And then also in the other room. That was a horrible, horrible time.
Viva la zombie.
My mayor's just so annoying. Kept me up all night.
Speaking